Yeah, absolutely here. MegaRura, a known Baiken player, had recently switched to Johnny for some tournaments I've seen them pop up in. Seems to be working on that switch, a little more confident in our resident cowboy samurai. But on this side of the screen, RobbyOnTheBobby coming in with the spin, not going to be easy task.
Yeah, getting opened up early with the overhead into the Tyrant barrel, already bleeding pretty heavily. MegaRura might be able to, won't be able to block the dust, and that is a very quick first round.
Yeah, absolutely. Robbie looking very comfortable. Just hit the simple game plan so far. Nothing too fancy yet, but that's all you really need, as then Kiske has great conversion ability, some top class, but as it goes to top class pressure from MegaRura, getting out of the pressure though with that DP into the burst. And now we're back in neutral again. Mid counter and confirm.
Very well done by MegaRura. Okay, guard crush, YRC to try and escape. Very well done by Robbie. Already flipping the situation on its head. Good grab and corner pressure as well. We're a good throw tech. And now you're out.
Yeah, but the Elphelt breaking Robbie right back in. Hook stomp gonna catch RC for the conversion. Should be up to kill. Yep, charge up's gonna do the trick there. RobbyOnTheBobby looking very strong here in our game one. Quick game one at that as well. MegaRura, like I said, switching on to Johnny, a relatively new Johnny player. So potential switch back to Baiken is very real. But no, just hop straight back on, believing in the Johnny. This is new stuff. MegaRura is like a classic Baiken player, one of the OGs who really stuck with the character, especially through season 2 and 3. So seeing them switch is just like, this is crazy to me. This is the first time I've commentated MegaRura on Johnny. Let's see if we got any tricks or any adjustments up our sleeve for this game too.
Yeah, it's catching me off guard as well, because I know MegaRura as a Baiken player. I've been able to watch them and even commentate a couple of other tournaments with them on the Baiken, and seeing them on Johnny just sort of feels like a shock to the system right now. As RobbyOnTheBobby, very well done, opening up MegaRura and getting the Tyrant barrel for both the hard knockdown and the positive bonus. MegaRura is only going to have one guess to go, not blocking overhead. And Robbie with the perfect.
Yeah, we're not standing up. We just had, there were so many talks about reactable overheads. I mean, if you have the mental stack online and you're not looking for the moves, they will hit. And speaking of moves that will hit, what a punish by MegaRura. First in the burst out from Robbie. Throw tech bring us back to neutral. Jumped in with the 6P, had the right idea. So now we're doing a little more back and forth. Double 2S for the trouble here. MegaRura getting a full combo as well. The vault gonna break the wall.
Yeah, just missing a little bit of tension for that hard knockdown though, although with the positive bonus defense, this isn't really going to do that much even with the wall break though. I wasn't even expecting that. Great reversal super, knew that Robbie was going to try and press on wake up. This is going to be a lot of damage, especially when he got RC as well. Very good wherewithal from MegaRura, recognizing that they can kill from that situation.
Yeah, absolutely. Going into round 3, MegaRura looking a little better now. Already forcing the burst from Robbie. That's exactly what it see as MegaRura, but you got another chance to get out as we burst for your own sake here. Avoided that full combo from Sin. Robbie backing up and gets caught by a bar slash, and another one too. The car pop not catching with the TK miss on getting DP'd out. So Robbie has one more chance to get started here and gets the hook stop once again, converting with the follow into the RC. Didn't have stamina to go any further though.
Still not blocking overhead. MegaRura backed into the corner, but manages to find a conversion. And there's the card super, not quite dead. Oh, those gear guts coming into play, but the standing anti-air punch. And we have tied it all up, one apiece.
Yeah, absolutely. We are 1-1. Definitely a little bit more spaghetti on the table that game, but MegaRura made the most out of those hits. Was a little suboptimal on that Joker trick finisher, but I mean, it got the job done. We're not going to complain. And again, we're going. Set's just starting. Still more wrinkles to be ironed out. Still more time to get comfortable on either end here. But now, Robbie not looking as in charge as originally. We started here as MegaRura gets another great start. 2D counter hit, no conversion. Unfortunately, good thing Robbie did not burst, but now MegaRura's gonna be forced to burst to avoid that wall break on the knockdown.
Yeah, getting caught low as well. This is going to not be a wall break because of the drop, but it doesn't matter. Robbie able to pick back up the pieces, get the wall break, although not off of a super. What a whiff punish. My God, Sin's flag just sticking its nose where it does not belong. And Robbie already up 1 round in this 3rd game. Already on the pressure, or on the offense once again.
Yeah, there we go. Nice car super to get the most out of that hit. Where did MegaRura's health? They're only 10 seconds in. Still burst either. Has it, but it's not going to matter if you get hit. Oh, gets it anyway. There we go. No stamina on the end of Robbie, so can't really convert off anything yet, but gets the far slash anyway. That was a very quick game 3. Just goes to show the explosiveness that is Kiske with the right hits, right? When you're caught without burst and you didn't have it, you're still building it in that 3rd round, and Sin gets a nice starter. Half your health is gone, and Sin is in positive bonus. So all the stamina he spent is coming back in the forms of RC and burst. So you're just in a really tough spot there, especially as Johnny. You don't have the beauty of a dash block, so you're kind of stuck.
Yeah, it's that big boy damage of the 5-year-old as it is. Very, very strong. And there we go. There's the character switch on to Baiken now. MegaRura letting it all on the line. Has to win 2 straight at this point with the Baiken. But I think this might just be a little bit of a desperation switch, especially getting rolled like that in your 3rd game. Although, like, it is your main, so I can understand it. The TK catching something right there.
Yeah, I mean, in this ladder bracket, right, you do have more leeway to practice other characters, which could go to show why MegaRura was willing to stick with Johnny, especially for more than 1 game. But I mean, it's also your first set of this ladder bracket. You don't really want to, if you're looking to gun for top 8, as I'm sure both players are, this first set is still very important, right? You want to get off to a good start, keep the momentum going. Cross-up block, by the way, great stuff by Rob, but caught by the Kabari.
Yeah, and MegaRura finally getting that pressure, although dropping the heavy Kabari as well. Great DP to get past all the pressure, and now RobbyOnTheBobby on the offense. Great overhead into the Tyrant Barrel for the wall break and the positive bonus. MegaRura probably only going to have 1 guess left. Oh, there's the throw. Oh, good backdash into the super. This is going to be a lot of damage. We'll also be able to RC this as well. Don't think he'll be able to kill. Yeah, especially won't be able to kill because of the burst. But... oh, what? MegaRura just barely getting burst back in time.
There we go.
Yeah.
Finally blocked the stomp. God bless MegaRura. The success rate was 100% until that last one. Saved MegaRura from going down in the set 3-1. That would have been a wrap, but... second chance of life here. That Baiken offense we all know and love, getting started with another hard knockdown. Just kidding. The tumble on the air hit was enough for his full combo. Good awareness. Has 50 meter, but no hard knockdown.
Can't really do anything from that high up, but has 100 meter now. Good RC. Able to block the Yozansen. Now we're just playing this neutral game here. Good hit, but unable to convert at this point. Weird clash, and RobbyOnTheBobby able to convert from the most of it. Tyrant Barrel, 50%, and the hard knockdown and positive bonus. So Robbie in full control here at this point, and another Tyrant Barrel. We're going to be looping this. And MegaRura has 1 guess left at this point. Good backdash and good PRC to get space. Oh, but gets clipped low and blocks the burst!
RobbyOnTheBobby, no? Either way, against Excalibur. So another Baiken coming up. Excalibur, a player I've not seen just yet. Sanzu, I've definitely seen multiple times, one of the other Baikens. Baiken runs rampant in these ladders, I will say that. I was mentioning it too before, I was like, this is definitely a place where certain player bases just like converge into like one bracket. Like, let's all go in here, dude. It's Baiken and Millia. Those are the 2 characters. But on the other is Happy Chaos. Honestly, a character I don't see very often. There's only a few of them that really like play all the time, so always happy to see the blue man, the gummy shark on the screen as we get started.
I know a couple of people who aren't going to be too happy to see this man on the right, but you know what? He is a part of the game right now. We are seeing the Happy Chaos game plan in full display right now, already backing sanzumomo into the corner. And my God, this is just some people would say this man is just the worst parts of this game. I say he is some of the more interesting parts of this game.
Yeah, I mean, he's a character, I mean, he has changed so much. He's definitely still a bit of a wartime character, just the way he just plays fundamentally. He kind of breaks the rules of a traditional fighter. So he's never going to be in a situation where it's like, oh yeah, happy character there. He's not. But, you know what I'm saying? He's still a difficult character, right? And he's only gotten more difficult as he's gotten nerfed. Because obviously you don't have the clone being an infinite wall of get away from me. You don't have, right, you don't have the old gunshot loop. So there's still things to be done with this character, right? So despite him being the evil man that he is, there's still this level of finesse that comes to playing him, right? But as we say that, sanzumomo gets off to a good hit here, and the 6P catching the ID back to, yes, good awareness from Sanzu getting our first blood here.
Yeah, that was a really long first round for both sides. Excalibur might be a little bit rusty with the matchup, either that or sanzumomo just absolutely on point, trying to keep Excalibur smothered in offense as the Kari finally falls off. There's a tap dust, the near unreactable to some people. And yeah, we're going to see a Deus Ex Machina to break sanzumomo through the wall, and we are going to start seeing, we're still going to potentially start seeing some loops right here.
Yep, absolutely. Gets the cross up Yozansen at 100 meter as well, resetting with the Escobar into back to CRC, which I believe is a high-low, like 50-50 setup. It also covers a lot of options for Baiken. Used it for a JD into another double overhead. It gets another double overhead into the burst phase. Finally gets it, and the first game goes straight to sanzumomo. A crazy sequence there, back to back, just offense on offense on offense. Right, once Baiken gets going, it is hard to get her off of you. And sanzumomo showing that to AT here, getting game number 1.
Oh yeah, absolutely. sanzumomo displaying exceptional awareness where they need to position themselves, as well as sort of the distances that they can cover in order to threaten that crossover Yozansen. But we shall see. Can Excalibur adapt? Can they start running their game plan the way that they want to, or is sanzumomo just going to keep smothering them in offense?
Well, the issue is, right, as Happy Chaos, you have some of the weakest defense in terms of just raw tools, right? You only really have the universal mechanics that the game gives to everyone. You have 6P, you have YRC, you have backdash. Like, yeah, sure, Happy Chaos conversions, if he's right on stand mass, is definitely top class. But having that as your only way to get out of a lot of situations, especially when you're fighting against Baiken, a character who is going to kill you for mashing, because he doesn't really leave that many frame traps. Not a really traditional strike throw character by any means. So you're just holding 50-50, there's not much you can do about it, and that just makes your life even harder because Baiken's offense isn't that strong, right? But you're Happy Chaos, you do have a gun, so things can always change at the flip of a hat here as we get a nice hit, frame trapping at the last second with the gun flip at the ready and getting a wall break as a result.
Yeah, Deus Ex Machina coming out. There's the hard knockdown as well as the positive bonus. And there's your own offense. Good parry! And all of a sudden, the script is flipped. sanzumomo now able to start their own offense, but just like that, YRC puts Excalibur back on the offensive, and that is going to be death right there. Excalibur, very well done. Recognizing that they can YRC and then get right back to where they want to. Ties up this game 1-1, but just like that, sanzumomo, early damage applied to Excalibur. And long-reaching button managing to clip Excalibur. And now sanzumomo just trying to break open this offense. Wrist fully cranked. There is the tap toss, but drops the combo.
The mind control, God bless Meterless Yozansen, my beloved. The double, oh, what is happening? All right. That was about 6 interactions back to back to back. Meterless goes on to Meterless goes on to 2D into drop combo, 2D again into drop combo, Yo Johnson into throw. Man. Wow.
Oh man, there's definitely something going on behind the scenes. I can feel it right now. But what matters is sanzumomo able to clutch out that second game. Excalibur needs to start a reverse sweep right here if they want to take this match. But at this point, it's kind of hard to imagine that sanzumomo is going to let them have any sort of momentum. You can see Excalibur. Good army roll. Oh!
Yeah, the thing is, in between each gunshot, you do have to hit Baiken unless you spend all your resources, right? So, at the same time, you have the projectile to keep Baiken from parrying. The strikes in between become all that more predictable if you're not ready. And sanzumomo ready for that and gets the parry, but Excalibur still finding a way to keep that offense going and got a wall break as a result. Hard knockdown as well.
I'm sorry.
I didn't know parry works like that. I've never seen the parry back shot.
That was insane. Okay, sanzumomo may have lost that round, but like that is like freaking aura points right there. That's like that was swag. What just happened?
I mean, I think Excalibur had the right idea with going for a cross step, right? Kind of cross up the parry input. But
yeah,
it had already come out, and the VRC slowdown means that it was still active. So, I'm gonna ignore that damage while I keep talking. So, what happened was, since the parry still went out, it has a cross up hitbox. It'll still activate on the other side, but it's so rare that you see that. So that was crazy, and a perfect followed up by it as well. sanzumomo, all of his ways in 3-0ing this set, despite Excalibur's good play so far. Honestly, not playing that at all, but sanzumomo is just that on the ball right now.
Yeah, early aggression for Excalibur being rewarded, but sanzumomo recovering from the wall break, already able to get a nice hit here, and forces the burst out of Excalibur. Okay, any touch might do it at this point with sanzumomo. Good wild assault. Okay, you're in the corner now. That should be, no, just barely not. The guts coming in clutch for Excalibur. Okay, Excalibur does have a shot here.
I don't like that wall break.
Yeah, no, might have been better rewarded with just going for the wall slump. Slump doesn't block the instant Yozansen, and sanzumomo 3 games straight ceiling.
Yeah, that was just super, super tough. If you're at pixel health against Baiken,
he has been released.
I have casted a Venom set once since
What's
he
he
came
doing
out.
in the background?
He's just chilling, you know. he's like Batman now with Robokai as Robin. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, you know, fair enough.
But yeah, Venom, a character who's been out for a good chunk of time now, has had time for people to kind of consolidate all of the trillions of options that he had with those cool balls and other moves that interact with him as well. Probably some just decent game plans for his zoning and offense, right? As Avarice runs straight in but gets 2Ks. That's gonna be the issue with this matchup for sure. A happy chaos, right? Avarice, you have all these cool balls, all these setups, right, to keep the opponent from getting at you. But like I said in the last set, happy chaos is this thing called a gun, right? So he doesn't really care about your cute little setups because he's gonna shoot you straight through it. So that's gonna be a challenge for Avarice in this set for sure here, as Sleepy Gal gets the hard knockdown.
Sleepy Gal. Very early aggression being well rewarded. Avarice not really able to lay any hands on the Happy Chaos, losing that first round pretty convincingly. But we can see finally Venom starting to get into that range where he really wants to beat in. Not quite point blank, not quite full screen. We can see Sleepy Gal already taking the offense now at this point. Good blocks on the mix, but does not tech the throw. It doesn't tech the throw again. Oh no. Avarice taking a lot of damage, unable to block the dust, and there's Deus Ex Machina for the wall break, the hard knockdown, and the positive bonus.
Yeah, the trifecta of things you want in this game. Interesting setup off the blue wall assault. Didn't quite get exactly what Sleepy wanted, but still got the throw again. That is the power of Happy Chaos, right? The reticle is on your face. You do not want to press because that's just free hits for Happy Chaos. But at the same time, Happy Chaos can use that fear to just simply not shoot you. Hold the reticle out and just go for a throw instead. So Sleepy making a good use of that mind game, of that mix-up to get that first game off to a good start. Avarice trying to set up some things with zoning, but again, as I said before, Happy Chaos has a gun, so he doesn't really care. I'm gonna have to see how Venom gets around that. I think more stinger aims, right? We want to shoot things fast, right? It's not really about setting balls up to throw later. It's about getting them at Happy Chaos now, right? There we go, another stinger aim.
Yeah.
Not letting him set up.
Full screen burst, not really what you want to use against Happy Chaos, but sometimes you just got to do it. You can see Happy Chaos now right at that point blank range. Again, Venom sort of just wants to be in this like very specific mid screen in order to really get the most out of all of their options. And we can just see the mix coming in full effect for Happy Chaos. Avarice, is just dead right here.
That's absolutely dead.
Yeah, Deus Ex Machina and the wall.
For sure. Avarice on the back foot yet again here. Got caught in the toe by that 2S. That was super fortunate. Cursed again. Goes to the concentrate. Missed the shot as well. So still mistiming, but still able to get the offense started. That's just what it is. Sometimes you're so scared of this character actually doing the right thing that you don't want to rely on them messing up. But there we go. Finally a proper time match. Not falling for the same mind game with that holding the reticle out mix up, but got a cross up, didn't connect it to the overhead in time, was a little too slow. Now Sleepy got another chance, and a counter it off that wire seat is going to do a fat jump. In fact, you're just dead. See ya. Successful. Yeah. Do we need to at the ready. Got to put Sleepy up 2-0.
Yeah, Avarice again. The Venom relatively. Venom relatively feels like players are still trying to figure out how to play him, where to like what ranges you really need to play him. But like you're up against Happy Chaos. You're up against a character who has been optimized for like the last 2.5-3 years. I forget how long Happy Chaos has really been in this game. And it's just, you've got to take a lot of time with a new character in order to figure out how to play against someone like Happy Chaos, as Avarice gets a gold burst to start out the game. But we can see Sleepy Gal already taking control and forcing Venom right to that mid-screen. Although Avarice doing a nice job, the ball set there, hitting them at weird angles, trying to catch Sleepy Gal off guard. Oh no, there's the Dark Angel.
Yeah, Avarice got a couple of really good close side. Oh, that Dark Angel almost hit Sleepy Gal. That would have been crazy. I was trying to hold my tongue in case that did happen, but unfortunately did not. But yeah, that's the thing. Avarice got a couple, switching to more strike throw offense at the start of that round too. Got a couple of close slashes that would have been really good for a full combo, but instead kind of dropped it from mix-up. And as a result, missed out on a good chunk of damage. And now Sleepy Gal once again playing with that classic 2K shot pressure. Really hard to get around, and that's going to put Sleepy Gal up to set point here. One more round to take it. Avarice needs to survive.
Yeah, and at this point, it's hard to imagine Avarice flipping the switch, able to start the reverse sweep right here. Sleepy Gal just seems to be very well and truly in control, and might have labbed this matchup in particular, as we can see. Oh, there's the command grab, finally! And now we can start to see the Venom game plan in full effect. There's the vacuum. Not a whole lot of damage, though. Although you do get the positive bonus and the hard knockdown, so we can see Avarice trying their best to apply pressure, but Sleepy Gal finally able to escape. That's a big counter hit. And you are going through the wall.
Absolutely. Curse applied as well. And make use of it with the whip gunshot. God bless here. Get the curse. There we go. Stinger aims to stop the shot from coming, but a concentrate super will be more enough to set up a wall situation here. One more mix-up gets hit by the tap dust, and that will be all G-Roll. Okay, the third tap dust for the style got blocked, but got hit by the following gunshot anyway. It's about to get hectic.
$50 training art is certainly a name I think I've seen.
The triple, okay. The we've seen 4 Master Hammers in the course of 10 seconds.
Optimal. Only thing that would have been more optimal is a 5th Master Hammer. Anyways, Lev taking us all the way to the next screen, bleeding heavily, but Clone on the defensive at the moment, although good side swap grab, and you might just die here. No, Guts kicking in, saving you just barely. But the side swap Master Hammer will be the nail in the coffin.
Wow. Clone definitely a master of what the hell is going on mix-ups. Crossing up close flash. There we go. Oh no, Pop Bunker, not the right time there. Wrong follow-up. Let's make it a full punish as well. Built the 50 meter, not for the super hard knockdown, but very good situation. Regardless, jumps over the Mappa hunch, but didn't get away from the pressure that came after. Charged up the full combo. Here we go. Back hit of the Pop Bunkers going in.
Another Master's there? Yeah, no, you're dead. You're hella dead.
Clone is like the Allen Iverson of Guilty Gear Strive, dude. Like breaking ankles constantly. And just mother. And the girl's eventually gonna get tired. There's gonna be some losses, but I mean, like, the girl's not gonna last through 100 people, bro. Anyway, here we go. Speaking of a girl that can last through 100 people, Slayer getting a nice throw in the corner, getting started, cross up Master Hammer, getting blocked this time. Okay, the connection, hey, it might be the reason. 6K blocked as well. Up, no, hold on. Cross the full set, gonna connect.
Yeah, nice reset. There you go, and that's death. That is death.
Oh no, bro.
Duel 2.
That's
okay, the chat. I will address the chat in a moment when we are.
We'll get back. We'll get back.
We will get back. Okay. Leb already with off to a great start. Good guard crush, trying to bait something out from Clone, but Clone not fighting for anything. Good check on the side swap Master Hammer. Leb in full control of this match at this point, but Clone finally getting a counter hit Master Hammer. Oh, we are slipping and sliding.
Dude, this is like a
wait till you see this guy play defense.
I need a cross-up counter on this set. Can we like get that like in OBS? Like just put that up real quick, Khalil. That'd be super sick. Yeah, we need to keep track because I certainly can't. But Lev getting another good start. Honestly, just the story pretty much every round. Lev gets a decent combo and a decent punish. And then Clone says like, screw it, man. Master Hammer. Into cross up. Yup. I literally.
Oh, yep. Just like you wrote it up, there it is. Although Clone stuck in the corner, doesn't matter. Meshes out. And you got the RC as well. Leb going to just barely survive with a walk up throw. Cloned now on match point. Lev, do you have an answer? No, you're getting counter hit, and you are probably just exploding because of it.
There is no hope. This is a fancy little car super, you know what I'm saying? A little extra flare, and there goes 60%. Hard knockdown as well. Can we block?
Oh, and the universe.
Another. The double car bite does not work out. 2K, 2H just back that's okay. Full punish for Lev here, and the back.
That's it.
Doom. What a combo. Okay, I take it back. Okay, Clone was definitely, listen, as a fellow clip farmer, I can tell when someone is clip farming, bruh. Clone wanted to go out and end this set in the most flashy way possible to get put on Twitter with Asuka. But that man has arrived, going against Kimbo. 383, very coincidental name on Slayer.
Oh no!
I was making so many gorilla analogies, and then we get a Slayer player with the tag Shimpo. Man, I love Guilty Gear Strive.
All right, well, can Worth draw a good enough hand to stop the mono red aggro power of Shimpo? We shall see. Underway here. Good cubes to start off. Already Worth off to a very good start. trying to craft that perfect hand with all that card draw at the moment. Yeah, there we go. There's the explosion, and the God Cube now catches Chimp on the attempted air dash in. We can already see Chimp maybe not super familiar with this matchup just yet, although does finally get in. Worth does have to spend burst, and there we go. We are just zoning out Chimp at this moment. Although teleports in, gets a grab, and is just on full offense at this point. And Worth taking that first game pretty easily.
Yeah, absolutely. Round one going to Worth hard. Getting some nice space already there. Playing with a lot. Yep, I was just about to say, Mappa Hunch is a great option against those options. Active the entire way through, doesn't get stopped, right? So if Worth is not paying attention, he will just get right in. Nice car bite. And the tap dust for the universal counter hit. Oh, you are so dead. Okay, didn't finish. I mean, hey, a cross up will always do the job as well. Chimpo evening out the score very quickly.
Yeah, the reset there in order to seal the things, in order to seal things for Chimpo. But you can see Worth once again trying to play that zoning game out. Has the red cubes, has to go in because your spell selection does not look that great to zone at the moment. Also, you're running out of mana. There we go. We got the mana restoration, but Chimpo gets a nice counter hit and is able to side swap and hit Worth. Now Worth has to block out all this pressure. Good double jump, but still gets clipped, and Chimpo able to kill Worth off of it, taking this first game.
Wow. That, yeah, Slayer, this is what I mean when I say zoner problems in Strive, where it's like, hey, I have my cool projectiles, I have my setups, I have my mix. But when you're up against a character that just says, I don't really care. I'm just gonna run straight at you, and you're gonna have to deal with it. That is how some of these matchups go. But hey, Worth was definitely showing some signs of greatness there, so expect to see a little more of that, maybe a reversal as we go for the color swap, a little switching from the green neon to the pink. Color counter picks always a D to C, but a fight off the bat is not what you want. Thankfully, counter and Pablo does not give you anything extra, at least not in the corner.
Yeah, you've got the three green cubes as well as the blue cubes as well. This is actually a pretty solid selection. No, swaps over that face. And is out of mana, actually. Okay, finally gets the mana reducing spell, but you still are just barely out of mana, and that is it. You are out, and you are dead.
Yeah, that's one of the Asuka nerfs that really sucks. When you have the full, I forget what it's called. You know, the reshuffle, right? That's what I'm gonna call it for now. That's super.
Yeah.
The more you switch things around, the more mana it costs. It used to not cost any mana to do that. So if you're not paying attention and you're trying to like switch up your spells a little too much, you are gonna end up how Worth did, where you're out of mana, so no matter what you get, nothing's gonna come out. But thankfully, we got a wall break for this round. We started here as soon as I say that, not the hunch.
Mana is dwindling, and yeah, there we go. The mana finally cracks now. Worth dangerously low. This is actually going to be very close to killing. Good YRC. Worth has to survive. There you go. Finally gets your spells back now. Worth is still in danger of dying though. Gets the meatball overhead, but Chimpo still barely alive, has to make their way in, and the PRC will do it as well. Chimpo taking the lead 2-0, and Worth, man, is just maybe a little bit of resource mismanagement, maybe just draining their mana a little too quickly when it comes to the resources, but it's just very close. Very close.
What happened there on that last interaction, Worth had 3 of the 4 slots on a spell, other one was empty. They did ID back and happened to press the 1 slot that was empty. So it just like threw out a whole bunch of nothing and got anti-aired for it. So super tragic way to go down 2-0. But hey, if anyone could do it, it's that man. 2K2D into the spell. That's already out the guard +1 too, so it's gonna be a lot harder for Chimple to get anything through.
Oh, the teleport!
They're coming out so much faster. Cross and throw the teleport. Really good play as well. Air shenanigans, but 2H is gonna get rid of all of that.
Yeah, Chimpo falling behind a little bit early, whiffs a grab, but Worth still has to block, gets cracked wide open, has to kill time while the mana regenerates. One touch will nearly kill Worth at this point, although gets his mana back just in time. Chimpo will have to do this the hard way once again. Though, oh no, the FD gets baited out, and Chimpo, that's it. Worth.
That'll do it.
Yeah. Asuka is an Infect player in MTG. No joke, absolutely not. Just using all of their life as a resource right now. Hell, I'm even like shuffling magic cards as I am watching this. Worth just trying to do their best. Chimpo though, another bite, another bite. This is it.
Chimpo looking real hungry here. Chomping the skin off of Worth's face here, but here comes a high compression sub-micron particle spear. Did that 5 times fast. It's just killing in front of him. The slow staff kept it out for super long there. Just the wall that you cannot enter right now. Usually slow staff is not very good, but in that situation, Worth it is looking like impossible to get around. But anything's possible when you are Slayer Guilty Gear. 6-8 for the wall break. Worth with no mana has to make something happen without it, and gets clocked on the head with It's Late. The overhead gonna seal the deal. 3-0 for Chimpo.
Yeah. I mean, Worth did a fantastic job trying to make this close. It's just, I'm not sure. Goldlewis.
Gavin Gaming generously on the Goldlewis. I tried to make an alliteration, I'm sorry. It did not work out. White Wallace getting hit on the startup. So, okay, the Skyfish coming out just a little tickle, got rid of the cube. A nice anti-zoning tool for Goldlewis in this matchup. So Asuka can't really set up full screen without at least TKing himself and jumping in the air. Oh wow, Fire Cube just killed the drone. Nice awareness.
Yeah, drone, a very powerful tool, but Asuka does have a couple of options in order to beat it out as it is. You can see Asuka just trying to take control of this matchup right now. We're going to bring down the system, and Madchu does have to run forward in order to avoid that laser, although Gavin now trying to take full control of the situation.
Wait, kid, that was finesse though. Did you not see the finesse there? Because what happened was Madchu ran up and then teleported around it. That was kind of genius, I'm not gonna lie. Like,
No,
even though you lost that round, that was like big brain as hell.
No, that was sick as hell. I'm sorry to gloss that over, but yeah, that was absolutely insane. Oh, the full unload from Gavin right there. Madchu a little low on mana, but does have the mana reduction spell. Finally gets cracked open. Any hit is going to deal massive amounts of damage to Madchu. So Madchu able to make Gavin block and regenerate that mana at this point. Good anti-air.
Yeah, had to reload the spells. Only had a reshuffle as the only spell there. So nice. Punish the 2P with the teleport in. Really good use of the teleport so far. Has used a ton of them options so far. I'm not sure how many are left. But using the arpeggio to set up another one in front.
Oh my
so many
lord.
fast as well. They're blocking all of this and using the meter drain for the mana recovery. Good awareness. Again, good awareness because usually most options in default to the health draining one. But as you're doing that, you're just kind of evening out the life lead. Oh, that would have been no. I'm not gonna lie, Madchu. If you convert that wall break, I would have been your biggest fan, bro. That'd have been sick. But either way, still brought it to round 3 going on already. DP and Screamer on deck. Gets rid of the DP and trades it for a mana recovery. Honestly, a good choice.
Low on spells at this point, Madchu is, although Gavin not currently in a situation in order to exploit that. Good teleport! And more cubes coming in. Oh no, Madchu fully stocked. Okay, we're looking for some spells here. That looks like a good hand to operate with, and Gavin is just trying to find an opening here. Wild Assault's through. Okay, this is your opportunity. Those Kina Typhoons drifting through, gets a nice hit, cracks Asuka open, and we are churning butter.
And that, my children, that, my friends, is why you don't jump on Goldlewis pressure. Because you will just be holding a lot more. It's real painful, because you block one, and he's already plus on the ground. So just imagine how plus he is when you're blocking a Behemoth Typhoon, a 4-8-6 of all of them in the air. Now you're going to hold a free 50-50. Gavin knew that, took full advantage, and all of a sudden, Madchu went from having 80% life to 0 in about 4 hits.
Absolutely. As we get underway, Gavin already showing that he is so willing to spend his burst meter when he can, taking using the Wild Assault to try and get an early advantage. Although Madchu forcing Gavin full screen at this point. Oh, we're gonna go for a shuffle? No, actually likes our hand, so 50 meters sort of gone down the drain, although might have switched test cases. I didn't actually catch that for certain.
Either way, we are in fact on test case 3. The full moon is indeed out tonight, but a counter bar slash did not convert into the 4-6. Oh no, don't jump!
Oh no!
Heed my call, do not jump! You're gonna die! Oh my goodness. At the very least, it's just free chip for Gavin, but again, same situation. Now up another round here, trying to go up 2-0. But Madchu has some space to work with. Gavin does have White Wall Assault and Machine Gun for Madchu to worry about. Tried to Machine Gun there, but Madchu jumping at just the right time. Arpeggios out to teleport as well. We've seen such good use of teleport from Madchu. He gets a throw as well. Here we go. More spells backed up for a little bit of a bait there. And get some more spells out with the reset. Oh, barely got away from that Machine Gun. Really close. It's a nice hard knockdown for Gavin. Now you're holding 1 pressure, no spells on deck, but still going to get a throw. Gavin opens up by that 2S as well, counter hit, more spells to go, even more auto read bookmark. Here we go, more arpeggio. Oh my god, back to another cube, more fire cubes coming out, 2 more into teleport into the green cube, and finally gets the hit on that throw bait just outside of the range. I'm surprised that went in favor.
God, Gavin was so patient for so long, had to hold so much pressure, and for it to just end like that, that is heartbreaking. But it is all good. Gavin not letting it get to him in the slightest at this point. Oh, baby, let's go. That is a lot of damage already on Asuka. Gavin in full control at the moment. Even cracks Asuka. That is close to death. Blocks the burst as well.
Oh my god. It could go so wrong so fast. That is the tall tale of Guilty Gear Strive. That is just a classic matchup, right? The round before, Madchu chucking cubes all day, made Gavin block for like, I want to say like 30 seconds straight just to get a kill. While Gavin said, I'm just going to hit you one. Huh?
May?
Excuse me, excuse everything I was saying. We have May on the screen. Hell yeah, this is my main, so I'm extremely biased now. Bar Slash, Wall Assault, for the combo, and the wall break as well. Good stuff. Okay, we got up move. Alright, okay, this is a main. I can tell already. This is good.
Nice anti-air. Gavin definitely has the May matchup scouted out, knows what buttons that they can use. Oh no, wrong Behemoth Typhoon used. And Madchu now able to get some offense started, although still very close to dying. Good check on the hop right there. Oh, that should do it. Yes. Gavin now, match point.
Putting Madchu on the carousel of death and suffering. Just so many behemoths launching in all directions. Putting Madchu on a trip here, but okay. No burst from Madchu, and already a red drone. That is tough. Yeah, get away. And you get whiff punished by the drone on the bar slap there. You can avoid drone if you have a disjoint that doesn't put your throw box out, because drone only hits your throw box. But if your move is too active, this might happen, where Goldlewis gets in anyway, and now you lost all your health. White Wall Assault straight in, PRC for the plus frame, go for a fuzzy and got YRC baited into the charge, does confirm. Little sauce at the end there. Gavin.
Frijoles versus Frijoles Guapo.
Yes, our handsome bean on Faust. bringing out that mini Faust already here. Hiho, that undefeated streak is on the line, so very important set, especially for Frijoles, right? You want this win to get your 7 minimum, and as well a big win over Hiho to knock that record down a few pegs to get your own standing up. So this is very important. JK Fuzzy did hit, but did not connect it to the JD. So Hiho get another chance at life. Was that too many Fausts on the screen?
That was
yes,
too many
indeed.
Fausts. There they are.
Too many Fausts. They're both there, filling out the 2 bros, and both when you hit by the bomb. Banana is out and ready to go. Don't get hit. Jumps over it and gets the IDH as well.
There's another mini Faust.
There's so many mini Fausts.
Nice dodge! Okay, Hiho, okay, things have calmed down now. Hiho, it firmly in the driver's seat at this point. Frijoles Guapo going to die. That was an insane first round. That was like 4 or 5 mini Faust that Frijoles Guapo found that entire first round.
Yeah, that is a little ridiculous, to say the least. Nice to see playing around these situations and Turbofall tactical setups to get Frijoles out of their comfort zone. Got a gold burst, but he got blocked, not baited. So Frijoles still gets out of that -2. Now get some offense going. Bring out the items. Banana wait, 2 waits actually, and Banana hard knockdown. Love to see that. J8's gonna nice heal out the air. Bomb comes out, but didn't have any room to set up afterwards, so Hiho just runs straight out the corner. Full combo to boot. Hard knockdown with the winger as well here. 50 meter as Millia knockdown, you have no reversal. It's bleak, dude.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah. Wait, no RC!
It's okay. Yeah, TK Bad Moon. TK Bad Moon is good enough.
it'll do the job, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
1-0.
Oh, man. The unstoppable mix of Millia, just so difficult, especially against someone as tall as Faust. Like, it is exceptionally hard to guard against Millia when she's capable of pretty, like, low to the ground instant overheads.
Yeah, speaking of that air game, that's a mini Faust right off the bat. But it's an attack, so that is so evil. Every time I see that, like a child dies, dude. So it's so
everyone fired. Good counter hit. Hiho gonna take this all the way to the wall from mid-air. My God, Hiho. Every time I see this person play, it's just I see something new from them every single time. I cannot believe it. That is death for Frijoles Guapo. Hiho, my God, all gas, no brakes.
Yeah, no, definitely the all gas, no brakes playstyle on a kid like Millia is already fast. And an added benefit that comes with this matchup, right? As Millia, you're in the air pretty often. So as a result, you kind of get to avoid the ground control that's provided by mini Faust and bombs especially. Okay, go straight into the hair card. You have the computer to make yourself safe, so it did make sense there. But yeah, you have so much movement that a lot of items you can just avoid raw. And speaking of avoiding things, getting around all those buttons is Hiho with a hard knockdown as well. Frijoles got much computer to make something happen. Those are super PRC, still involved into his plus frame. God bless the weaker drive. Empty low off of the weight into hammer. Keeping Hiho locked down, could not jump out, but he having a damage nose. Now he's doing the 100-meter Millia on a soft knockdown. And you know what? That's so real. You're so real for that.
So true, bestie.
So true and real. Got around, not only high crushed the 5K, but punished it with the super as well. And that didn't even matter if it got blocked because you had the 50 to keep yourself safe. So that makes sense. I'm with it.
Oh, man. I'm just at a loss for words. Hiho, every time I watch them, they just play at such a breakneck pace. It feels impossible to commentate what they're actually doing. Meanwhile, like, Frijoles Guapo, like, what can you do? Like, as you've said, that ground control that Faust normally is able to, like, win matches with basically nullified because Millia is able to have such great air mobility and also great options. Double TK Bad Moon, the triple does not connect.
The mind control is being set up. Something crazy. Something crazy is gonna happen in this game around Bad Moon. I'm telling you. I'm calling a stand completely still into 2K2D. So we'll see what happens. 100 on the side of Hee-Ho. A donut is not what you want. Yeah, gonna fill the 3 units with some better items here. Re-rolling. Mini Faust out bomb as well, but couldn't make much use of JD going under the T hurt box. Wow, actually, usually the Faust mind game with Trumpet where you throw the opponent because they're scared of the follow-up. Hee-Ho used the throw. Oh, he can't fire.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh.
That is the thing about Faust 5HH, a real niche interaction that Hee-Ho knew. When Faust pulls you up above his head, if you burst at that point, you side swap. So you can throw him into the corner for 5HH. It's very little known fact, but it does win you games, as Hee-Ho can show you right now.
Speaking of games, we're on match point now for Hee-Ho. Frijoles Guapo got to get the train started at this point. Good block on the opposite side, mix. Although Afro is on fire at this point, got the trumpet as well. Although Millia just able to air stall the Faust Stampede away. That is a big hit. Good block on the side swap. Hair card blocked as well, although not blocking low all the time. Frijoles Guapo. It's a wrap. It is a wrap.
It's bleak. The beans were burnt. Yes, it's just more Asuka action and our first ram of the day on screen. So a lot of projectiles being thrown as we get an overhead that combos into that sword way back over there, getting a burst out front off the bat here, but a forward punch counter is exactly what you want to see. Rampant misses Rikara afterwards, big drop, but when you have swords, anything is possible. Full combos off the cross-up anyway. Oh, the Wolverine!
Absolutely. I didn't call out Unlucky's record earlier, but they're currently sitting at 3-2, so a win here will vastly improve their standing. Again, VengeancePRIME joining us late might just be looking to ruin someone's day, although losing that first round doesn't really bode well for them, as they have to go up against the long-range buttons of Unlucky. Already see Asuka stuck in the corner. Great grab as this sword is about to finally be returned. There it goes. Good side swap and the BRC, although VengeancePRIME spinning that burst. Maybe slowing down just a little bit. Good grab.
There we go, got the grab from offensive, but the only cube you had was Arpeggio, so nothing fast to keep Unlucky locked down. And speaking of lockdown, that's what Ramp is best at. Unlucky gets game one. Honestly, a bit of an ironic name, given that VengeancePRIME was the one who got unlucky with their deck there. Did not have the proper cubes to make anything happen. All you had was a bunch of reshuffles, a little bit of mana regen, and the slowest cube you have to throw out. So it's like, uh-oh. That was tough.
Yeah, absolutely. Unlucky looking to try and make this a quick 3-0, so that way they can get back into the queue as fast as they can. But we can see VengeancePRIME already off to a fantastic start, trying to space Unlucky away, although Unlucky very on point with that overhead block, although does not block both of the explosions. And already see a reshuffle happening. VengeancePRIME to do their best, trying to keep Unlucky away, trying to defend this sword with their life at this point.
Absolutely here, cube coming out, cube, yellow cube comes out, 2 screamers on deck to be thrown out, really good pressure spells, but Unlucky gets out regardless, gets a throw, which is important, but only has 8 sword, now we're down to no sword, shimmy for the throw bait, but VengeancePRIME does not fall for it. Wire siege back, and it's faded. Good patience from Vengeance to close out that round, but now out of burst is not going to get hit. You have DP off the bat. I've seen Austin whip that thing out. Oh, there we go. Right off the bat, get it out of the hand as quickly as possible. Take your inball frames, take your pressure. Good cube to work with as well. Fire cube, screamer. Water cube got a good time there. Wall bounce off the card, and now burst out from Unlucky. 5H trying to rock their way in. Again, Vengeance stuck with one spell. Has forced to use our good friend high compression sub-micron particle sphere to get a hard knock.
Absolutely, and looks like Unlucky got a little unlucky there as VengeancePRIME able to tie things up just like that. And what a great answer from VengeancePRIME.
Yeah, no, looked a lot better there. Had a couple better cards in the hand. The heart of the cards was with them that time. Was not stuck with the worst spells. And even if they did have one cube, it was a good one that was fast. The bookmarks were paying dividends as well. So looking a little better. Got a little more reward for what they put in. And now we get a switch straight to Baiken of all characters against Asuka.
Interesting.
I feel like Ram is such a fantastic matchup that you wouldn't want to switch. But maybe the Baiken is just a comfort pick, right? We've seen that time and time again. They were experimenting with the Ram for the bracket. You know what? I just want to go for my comfort character, Baiken, with big fat JS. It gets 16 for reference as well, funny enough. So Johnson gets whipped and thrown. Now as Baiken, the issue is the Baiken defense that is usually so good isn't fully nullified, but it's definitely a lot weaker because Asuka's throwing out 5 million projectiles, right? So you're not going to get many chances of do the things that Baiken does best, which is stop you from continuing pressure. But there we go. Johnson blocked into a wire. Air block though, so unless he's still able to move and get out of there and goes for crossing Johnson to a full conversion.
Yeah, Asuka got cracked pretty late in that round, and unfortunately Vengeance unable to recover from that point on, as Unlucky was just on them super closely. Although Vengeance better start this time, it gets the grab and the overhead hit. So does have to manage their mana just a little bit. There's the GAT, it connects! And the TK Johnson as well. VengeancePRIME fully broken at this point, and Unlucky, 2 quick ones, up 2-1 now.
Yeah, the Baiken switch paying dividends. You have stronger offense in terms of your sheer mix-up potential, like on like a tap on a drop of a hat, right? Ram's definitely, don't get me wrong, Ram has mix-ups, but like Baiken has a little more of them and a little more often, right? And a little faster too. You have the instant overheads, you have cross-ups, you have so many things to throw out that if your opponent isn't ready, you just kind of instant win. And on top of that, you have a gun, which, as I've mentioned many times, is very good in Guilty Gear when you have a blitz, because you get to ignore these zoning tools that Asuka has, right? So even the 50 meter, it's up to Asuka to pay attention to that and try to bait it out.
VengeancePRIME already taking a lot of early damage, already cracked wide open, has to survive and wait for their mana to regenerate, although Unlucky not even going to let them breathe once that crack opened up, and Unlucky
Hold
now.
up. Hey.
Poor choice of words on my part, I know. But Unlucky now, match point, VengeancePRIME trying to do their best. Good parry! Go.
Go YRC.
Yeah. Oh. A little bit of a trip there as Unlucky trying to make their way in, getting caught pretty nastily. And the dust! Okay. VengeancePRIME having to drain from their own health.
Oh,
there you go.
Tried to IB the cross of Johnson, which was a smart idea, but still going to get the spacing to throw as a punish and gets hit with the Kabari follow-up to charge just as a result of too much hit on the chip and Unlucky. With the character switch to Baiken, proved immediately effective, going up 3-1 and closing out the set.
Yeah, that was
I see that. 10 out of 10 on the Elphelt versus Kina on Johnny. A lot of 50-50 incoming.
Entrance, currently 1-0 right now. I'm trying to find where 10 out of 10 is. They are currently 5-5, so this matchup is just for pride by the looks of things. Yeah, like you said, the Elphelt versus the Johnny matchup. Here we go. Oh no.
Nice side swap. Got a lot of wall damage before, so the little 2 hits to get around and swing them the other way was enough to slap the wall. So good awareness, good combo awareness. 5 out of 10 here. Oh, there we go. The Johnny pressure, the classic OP guard crush. Throw one more card. Thank you very much. 50-50. Blocks the overhead and mashes out the right time too. RT for a little bit of a hard knockdown. Oh, tries to go for the full wall conversion. Is he going to get a break? Oh, but Kina got burst back right on time. Spends it. Kind of a hero burst there and did not get anything back. Still lost the round.
Yeah, no fear from 10 out of 10. Just willing to hit 2P as it is. Able to find an opening from Kina's pressure. We can already see 10 out of 10 taking the early lead in both the round count as well as this round right here. Go through the wall, getting that positive bonus. No hard knockdown though. Yeah, good block on the vault. This is going to be a good grip of damage as right here. As Kina using those wall bounces, 10 out of 10. Good block on the card super. Now, oh, what a wild assault!
Ooh, full conversion. 6 games with the super. That's my name. And steal out that round. What a conversion from Kina. Got even out the rounds here. 10 out of 10 with the burst advantage, so has a hit to give up. But getting a vault and a card off the bat is very good as Johnny. Getting away from that Wozgozz as well. So now 10 out of 10, 50 burst gone. You're holding Johnny burst with the other piece in the flex field and gets anti-aired by the P misfinder. What a play from Kina. RT to the conversion as well.
Anti-air, 10 out of 10, trying to start their offense, but Kina just too ready for it.
What's you wake up everybody for $1 million?
Oh, you have no idea what I would do on Wake Up for $1 million. You have no idea.
Oh man, Kina definitely would use it and got right over that, which should have been a meaty time barrier, bum bum chocolat for the real knowers. Get right over that, got a huge counter it as well. Kina looked supposed to be on back foot for a bit, but turned it right on around with the classic Johnny offense that we all know and love. Like I said from the beginning, there's gonna be a lot of 50-50s to be thrown out. Both characters very effective at doing so. But one has a sword and the other one, like I said, I keep saying, one has a gun. It's tough.
Yeah, but in the battle of Nippon Steel versus Western Ingenuity, Nippon Steel with the early advantage. Kina, though, taking lumps early on here in this round. 10 out of 10. Going to get that wall break advantage and the positive bonus, although no hard knockdown because there was not a super involved. And 10 out of 10, yeah, here we go. Super and the wall break as well. This is going to be really close to killing, although not quite yet. But now you do have the hard knockdown. Yeah, just stick the leggy out. Kina just going to get hit. 10 out of 10, taking the early round lead.
Yep, looking good. Double deal from Kina, trying to get out a whole deck. For 10 out of 10 to hold. The stage that gets hit by the low misfinder. And, okay. Could have had a harder knockdown wall break, but realized they made it a little too late to rip. Whoa.
I'm not sure what that is. That was the world's slowest shimmy, okay? No other way to describe what just happened. 10 out of 10. You gotta pay the price for it as we head into another round 3 here.
Backdash Wozgozz for the round start. Actually going to work out as well. Did a decent chunk, but you care about the positives more than anything. Going to be able to run more and more offense. Kind of been back on the way, but run straight into Vault Deal. The career maker itself. Here we go into the That's My Name one more time. Hard knockdown on the wall break. No 50 meter for a mix-up. 10 out of 10 with 50 though. And just a little bit of burst. Going to get it back right now. Yep, gets it. And base the wire C with the Rekka into RC. Good awareness there, but a burst is going to put us back at neutral. But a Pine Berry going straight up and over the misfinder into no.
Bomb has been planted. Playing some Counter-Strike now. Good YRC. Bomb Vest finally blows up. But 10 out of 10 not able to apply any pressure. Actually gets back thrown because of it. Good force shield. Oh no, this might barely be enough. Has to reset, but 10 out of 10. Gonna close it out.
Yeah, that was a nail biter. 10 out of 10 used 2P on the bomb vest to bait out a YRC and look for a punish, but pressed it one too many times. So Kina had one more chance. and actually back through a close slash 6H point blank, which is not a very common option to use, but hey, it worked out. But either way, it didn't work out fully because tenouttaten still got that game. So definitely very neck and neck set so far. No player really jetting out to be in a clear advantage just yet. So at 1 apiece, more 50-50s to go. 10/10 with some really good interactions, like jumping over the misfiner, using buttons to get around. So really good ways to move around Johnny's buttons, right? So Kina's gonna have to adjust to that if we want to get a lead on this set.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 though, saying I don't want you to have this lead, taking the early advantage here in the round at least. Good Wild Assault extension, although Kina is going to get burst back because of it. Oh, he doesn't block, air block the bomb explosion.
I think Kina got crossed up. I think tenouttaten ran under in just the right way where Kina didn't see it, so the bomb blew up and literally acted as like a pseudo Millia did and hit the cross.
My God. This character's not okay. Anyways, 10 out of 10 gonna win that first round already. Oh, another wall break with the bomb vest. Oh no, what is about to happen?
Another hard knockdown. That's exactly what's gonna happen for the cost of no meter, because bomb is a hard knockdown in its own, and a perfect 10 out of 10. Right when I was saying no one had a clear lead just yet, no one was really dominating, has a perfect round in a very quick game number 3, up 2-1 now, having really good mix-ups, having the bomb vest on will do that for you. It will open up your mix-up game a whole lot more. So it's really a matter of just, can Kina weather that storm? Because if we do block those mix-ups just enough, we pick the right spots to maybe backdash or mash, you will get those chances to do the exact same thing as Johnny, right? So it really doesn't matter who wins neutral more and who has the better defense. I mean, that's just how it is with any game, right? Any matchup.
Yeah.
So, honestly, we have two 50-50 characters. This evens out to just a standard matchup. Nice burst bait from 10 out of 10. Again, really good read. Runs the 50-meter for the RP, and honestly worth it because a lot of damage now on the table.
Yeah, Kina trying to make this comeback happen at this point. Guard crushes, unable to really find anything, although does punch the backdash from 10 out of 10 and able to get a nice wall break as well. Life bars relatively even at this point, and Senga gets blocked, and 10 out of 10 going to try and take this to the house, although Kina does get burst, immediately uses it, and 10 out of 10 now just about to get burst back. There's a grab, and the wall splat will not allow 10 out of 10 to even think about using the burst. Kina taking the early advantage here in this round, or in this game 4 rather, pardon me. See now, 10 out of 10 trying to take momentum right back, trying to end this series right here. Kina just getting absolutely schmixed out of their life. What was that, 15 seconds?
Yeah, that definitely speedrunning and using the timer to jump right over the 2S, and the full combo's up as well. Gonna break the wall, so Kina has to burst to get out of that situation, but oh no, an air-to-air gonna work out into the wreck of reset. Freaking, and oh, Kina, it's time to pray.
Bomb vest has been planted at this point. There is PRC. Good FD on the explosion. Buys you a little bit of room, but I think that is it. Yes, it is. 10 out of 10. A 3-1 victory and another perfect.
Wow,
absolutely. Here we go, though. The scourge of Guilty Gear, some may say, in Happy Chaos versus Anji, Mito. Lucien versus MacMens. Underway right now. Lucien already showing that supreme control that they have, already forcing burst out of MacMens. Wild Assault already being used. Good counter hit though by MacMens, already trying to take control of everything. Good just block, still gets hit though by the follow-up. It is very slow, sluggish, not super sluggish, but it's a much slower pace than what we have seen from the Happy Chaos before, or the Anji Mito before.
Yeah, MacMens is definitely like a notoriously patient and slow player. Like you see, he doesn't really follow up too often. I say that goes to Rin and fakes the Rin into the 2K CD, baiting out on the reaction. Good play there. Yeah, like I was saying, MacMens will usually not follow up too often, unless it's Nagi, of course, right? But we'll mostly see his stacks off just once he slowly builds the meter. Because once the meter's on deck, that's when MacMens starts going crazy. You'll see a ton of fake lows or fake overheads into PRC from MacMens here. But that's not going to happen if Happy Chaos is a great starter and makes tons of damage. You don't usually see this character anymore. But Lucien makes it happen with the hard knockdown.
Lucien always able to find those high damage routes somehow. And the second Deus Ex Machina will probably kill with his wall damage. Yeah, Anji's Japanese guts not even going to be a factor in that one. But like you said, all of that from the gun, it's just wild. Absolutely wild. And we're starting things off with another counter hit, already probably bringing MacMens straight to the wall, though Burst gonna come back in time for MacMens in order to stop all that momentum.
Yeah, MacMens avoiding the curse balls really well, so Lucien has been able to set up this. Yep, another good jump, and spins right around the success. Can't throw there, so he had to back up as we to avoid a fish follow. Ooh, MacMens playing it slow, but got caught out of the startup with Lucien. Didn't hold the spin for long enough, and a run-in tap just going to work out, but Lucien's long concentration has to be to cover with Constantine Super, so not too much of a big deal anyway, but a brave match. Gonna get MacMens out, but a jump out from Lucien, avoiding the throw, and a damage that's not gonna is definitely gonna end. And yeah, Lucien takes it.
Yeah. Lucien definitely tried to speed things up once he realized that MacMen was going to win the longer game, and definitely very well rewarded for trying to pick up the pace. MacMens, though, again, my first time actually witnessing him, I can definitely see now why he is such a legendary Anji. But you may have to pick up the pace as well. You may have to play at a pace that is a little bit uncomfortable for both of you in order to try and steal a couple of these rounds. We are just about to get underway with game number 2.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough. It's tough because, again, like, as you get too aggressive, start running into a raw fusion that Anji wants to get to. Nagi hug, catching the walk back. There we go. Into the car, super nice confirm on the 2-hit. Gets a good chunk of damage as well. Hard knockdown, and just like that, he won. This time, potent pledge for all of that, and there we go. Another PRC. Empty low, faking the Rin, overhead, catching Lucien, reaction checking over and over again. It's honestly just a miniature version of like Cat does PRC 2KTD. Same concept, right? Faking the overhead, baiting out your reaction, and then going through the last second. MacMens is a aficionado of that type of mix-up.
Yeah, and also, I do want to point out, that was a much faster round win for MacMens than we saw last game, so I think they are trying to speed up just a little bit, although Lucien in full control of this round, especially with the Deus Ex Machina wall break, and another one. This is probably going to be the round right there, yep. All tied up once again, Lucien answering in time.
Here we go, but a raw fusion connecting into the reset on the 5K as well. Full combo, forcing out a burst and spinning. Got caught out of the startup on the second one, trying to spin a second bullet. Unfortunately, can't avoid all of them. J2K with the ground bounce, doing a good chunk of damage, and actually the ground bounce stays. Lucien had to go for extra.
Oh yeah, that is definitely
yeah. Enabled the hard knockdown on the Deus Ex Machina. He's gonna get the meter back to build for a competition.
That's it.
He might not even need a collar hit on the gun flip before the after being annihilated in that round 1, turned it all the way around nice and quickly, and is now up 2-0.
Yeah, again, MacMens full control of that first round, and then Lucien immediately able to stop all that momentum and turn it on its head. Lucien, it's going to be very hard to play into Lucien's momentum at this point, although MacMens, I know that MacMens has some sort of game plan or formula started in order to take it to Lucien. We've already seen it twice already in the first 2 games. We are going to have to see, can MacMens pull it all together in what could be the final game of our loser side, round 1. First already drawn out from MacMens.
Yep, but the classic air game plan of Happy Chaos there. The curse is on. You kind of just chill up there with the gun out if you have the resources to spare and get in for free. Having no meter, try to send me out to beta and with punish the match. Almost did with the 5K PRC. Didn't quite get it, and now it's a good time match from Max. Is going to put Lucien on defense with no bullet or concentration, but still gets a hit off the 2-end counter hit. RC's death machine to get something back. Now we got full concentration, 2 bullets to go. The Mac was going to get real aggressive now, going straight in with the PRC.
Yeah, and MacMens trying to catch something with the stagger. He does! Now it is all MacMens, although retreats just a little bit. Lucien able to take mid-screen now, and this is where MacMens has to make something happen. Doesn't block the right side with the combat roll, and the Deus Ex Machina will seal it up. Lucien now on match point.
Yup, MacMens trying to make something happen now. Definitely picking up the pace, trying to get in nice and quick. Gets a nice whip punish on the on the fan toss there. Butterfly for a reset. Another butterfly, but an air throw. Good. Elphelt to get away from another projectile. Sets up one more butterfly. Trying to keep get Lucien impatient and get to the nausea. Power super going to be more than enough. Tons of risk will super dead. MacMens showing us a life now with a perfect.
Yeah, but effectively now, both players have first. It's like the game just started, although one round will determine if Lucien will move on or if MacMens will force a game 4. First already drawn out from Lucien, although Lucien in a very nice spot. MacMens has to find their way in. It's a nice slow, able to chase the tech roll, and the gold burst! Okay, MacMens now getting really comfortable here. There's the tap dust, getting full extension all the way, and another tap dust for the wall break because you don't have enough tension. Lucien one touch away from dying and going to game 4. Great tap.
Oh, good block! Finally didn't fall for the overhead into low PRC, but still, MacMens was able to Fujin right under that 6S and close out the game. Really picking up the pace, running mix-up on mix-up on mix-up, and got the first game that they could of this set. Needs 2 more to get a reverse 3-0. Obviously, it happened before from MacMens. Could be possible again, but again, it's Lucien who you are fighting. The character is not only a Happy Chaos grinder, but definitely a master of adaptation. The player you see honestly get the download on players super quickly. So this late into the game, you're behind. It's going to be tough.
Yeah, absolutely. And but Lucien, though, Lucien, like you said, can't ever count him out. MacMens needs to take that momentum that he has gained through that last game and use it to his advantage. Although, first already drawn out from MacMens' side, a good conversion from Lucien, built enough tension for the Deus Ex Machina. So we are going to start seeing the Happy Chaos game plan in full effect. We're going to try and loop some of these Deus Ex Machinas, not blocking high for tap dust, and another Deus Ex Machina coming out, although MacMens will still just be alive. One major decision sitting between him and death. Go parry super!
Okay. MacMens got some space now, but a far side trade. Machina hitting, but no conversion. A little too far away from the 5K. So YRC gonna put Lucien in that mixing spot. Happy Chaos is one of the best YRC situations in the game due to having gunshots and make things more fun than usually characters can make them. But now, one more round to go. Both players in full burst, but Lucien has that round to give up. And MacMens gives up that burst first. Don't want to see as Lucien, but now both bursts are gone back to back. So believe it, they got whip punished by the Fusion. So now Gunstack gonna come out to a good chunk of damage and go for doing some things. Not gonna throw the wall break. Not only concentration, but the positive will change that very fast. In fact, we can just play right here, right now. Close by Gunsplit. Went for, I believe, a fairly super manipulated and got thrown for it. So now, I'll see you later.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well done by Lucien. As he said, adapting quickly, and Lucien.
We go cloned, showing a very flashy player. This Akeno, we haven't seen yet, but honestly, when I've seen Akeno, they've had really, really good, like, just fundamental RAM. They're not doing too much, right, with the mix-ups, but they will just, like, kind of just wall you out with good precision. And Akeно's showing that already with a nice combo here. Getting a good chunk of damage, no hard knockdowns. They're dealing with a player with 100-meter. A lot can happen, but Clone holding on to it, gets hit, but Akeno an unfortunate drop, gonna give Slayer a chance here, but nice reversal, went the other way too, to just make sure that Clone cannot do a cross up there. Akeno getting the first round.
Yeah, absolutely, and Clone unable to even burst if they wanted to. Akeno looked like they were trying to bait it out, but it was just that small sliver of burst missing. Okay, gold burst for Clone now, but Akeno ready, just sticks a button out, catches the dash up. This is going to be a big grip of damage as well. Yeah, just going to do the normal wall break, get the immediate sword refund. Good reversal! On the Master's Hammer. Oh, and Akeno just a mile a minute cloned, getting taken down in 21 seconds. And this might be the pace that this match gets played at.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, as Slayer, as cloned, right? You're playing Slayer, you kind of, the way you feel rounds, right? You're not blocking very often. You know what I'm saying? You're kind of moving around. You're trying to steal a backdash, maybe get a hand to do him in, sneak in a random power bunker to get away from something. A whole lot of actions, a whole lot of movement to try to just like catch a misinput or catch a mistiming. You know what I'm saying? Into like just huge damage. That's what Slayer can do. But as I mentioned at the start of this set, Akeno does not mess up very often in terms of their own offense, right? They've got really strong fundamental understanding of Ram, who's been playing her for so long, that the factor, the LOL, I'm gonna kill you factor, isn't very strong as failure here. But as I say that, got 2H into the Master Hammer. Okay, almost got the 2H again, but nice bar slap to tough that out.
Yeah, Clone forced to use the burst. Akeno was finally able to backdash a button and get that offense started. Another reversal super in order to keep that offense going. And Clone with the full charge dust into the pop-up. Clone, whatever momentum they had lost in that first game, they have found with this second one, as Akeno is bleeding exceptionally heavy, especially with these side swap combos. Oh my god, the deflect shield even not enough to stop it. And like I said, this is the pace that we are playing out. 15 seconds for that one, and we are right back into the lobby screen.
Oh my, see, as soon as I said Clone can't just get away with doing random stuff, they proceed to go absolutely wild.
He can't keep getting away with it!
Dude, 2 swords or 1 Slayer, man. Who wins? It's pretty even matchup right now.
Yeah, it looks like looks like a 5-5 matchup to me.
Yeah, dominant performances from both sides already. Just a matter of who's gonna keep it up long enough. I mean, Akeno has had the really good fun. He was really good at locking Clone down, but as we just saw, the second Clone got free, the second Clone got an inch, 5,000 miles were taken. It's like, not let that happen.
Oh, what a gold burst. Akeno predicting that they were going to get hit, but sort of a happy accident right there, as Clone already going through the wall. We're going to keep on extending.
That was the genius gold burst. That was the smartest gold burst I've ever seen. It was really like whiff into like, if I see like Master Hammer come out or some Danny step mix up to get away, I'm just gonna gold burst to come.
Oh my god, I think
that was not their
Clone might? No, just barely not dead right here. But Akeno working on another quick round right here. Okay, things starting to slow down, but just as I say that, Clone with the side swap shenanigans once again. Deflect Shield does nothing. It does nothing.
No, not against the Dandy Man. Not in that spot. Another Dandy step, but gets caught by the 5K counter. Good conversion as well. If that wall set doesn't insane. Didn't quite do so yet, but a good mash getting that sword. So now Clone gets started. Clone is free. You know what happens? The next one's gonna be insane. Dude's gonna catch a real puzzle jump. There we go. Without the sword, gonna get Akeno out.
That is ridiculous range, even without the sword. Good neutral jump punish. And challenging the approach. Good PRC to give yourself enough time as well. And Akeno, again, the aggression is being matched. We're going into the final round of this third game. Rocks being thrown. And Akeno getting a nice clean hit. Deflect Shield not really doing anything with Cloned. Good jump over. And now Cloned, the driver's seat.
Nice whip punish, /Daro confirmed into the hard knockdown on the wreck, and that's one people accomplish one more situation, and smart to do so while turns on the rock and gets away from the pommel here right before it hit him. Akeno taking that game 2-1 now.
We're starting to see the pace of the matches slow, or the game rounds rather, slow down now. Both Cloned is still trying their best to go at a breakneck speed, but Akeno has to be a little bit more patient because Cloned is starting to expand the options that they are using.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Akeno just again keeping that lockdown. The Zookeeper, honestly, this is what I call Zookeeper gameplay. Keeping Clone from just going the buck wild is the game plan here. It's Akeno to close it out, but I mean it's Slayer, dude. Like it only happens for so long. But a goal burst again, Akeno willing to give it up to just avoid these awful situations. But speaking of awful situations, got caught by a counter hit 2H near the corner, so you are eating an absolute dirt. Insane combo.
Yeah, kind of wish she didn't have the gold burst there. Oh! That was actually such a smart decision, using the reversal super, recognizing that Clone wasn't even going to get hit by it, so immediately RC or drift RCs, so that way they clear the Master Hammer overhead. Super Mappa Hunch wasn't going to get anything, so again, another RC to try and keep it safe. Akeno, though, finds the hit! And Morabito to seal it up. Although Cloned will have burst for what might potentially be the final.
We shall see, but if Clone gets started, oh, the fake over into the cross up. We all got hit. Yes, you and me.
Yeah, no.
Didn't get the back hit.
Rock. Okay. Akeno trying to chase down Clone. Clone just trying to chill out. Good counter hit! And Clone, yeah, able to clutch it on out. We're going into the final round.
Indeed we are. An air blocked. It's late is exactly what you want as Slayer, but the low got blocked, so now Akeno had a big frame advantage there. A full combo in the corner as well. Clone cornered themselves and paid the price as a result. Good 16 read the Mappa Hunch.
That might be it. Morabito might. No, doesn't. Yeah. I'm sorry, the laser
gets some space. And
nice!
the J as you shall not pass. Akeno 3-1 victory.
Yeah, just when they were about to get ready to play, Johto had to be called for another bracket, and that was it.
50 minutes. Well, thankfully, this set will not take 50 minutes because it has finally begun. Hiho and Wozgozz showing up on the other side of windows. Top 8. What a close flash. Wozgozz showing off to Johnny. The first time on the screen here tonight. Purple Johnny as well. Throwing out a card to get to the hard knockdown. Setting up that misfire. Plus frames off the card pop. Is it going to be punished? Yeah, it is. Nice. Went right under that 60. Dash up on the throw, into the throw here. One more mix. Card pop. Going to catch again. Heel getting caught on the move.
Yeah, no super for a hard knockdown though, so Hiho able to do something immediately, but gets air grabbed! And that's my name. Don't wear it out. You are dead.
That's good matchup knowledge by Wozgozz, knowing that if you FD JH or JS into JD from Millia, if she does Capel after, that is a free air throw. He can beat that with Purple Fall, kind of bait the air throwing, but we're not that layer yet. The game just started, but we are at the Nsenga out of nowhere layer, apparently. Because Pete, like I just said, hey, I thought they went for Purple Fall instead to bait it out, but Wozgozz ready, didn't fall for it.
Absolutely, although Hiho still able to open up Wozgozz, already trying to push Wozgozz into the corner. Wozgozz will get burst, does not look like they're going to want to use it anytime soon, especially not with maybe a single hit left. Yeah, no, just going to take that into the final round with them. Hiho a little low on the burst economy as it is, although able to get that round win, pretty dang important, but not when you're running into a Nsenga like that.
Oh, the Kara misfinder cancel to get a double close slash is that's sick. I have never seen that actually.
That's tech. That is some sick tech. And Hiho, one touch left, brittle bone syndrome on full display for Millia, and yeah, gets caught low. And Wozgozz ending that first game with a perfect.
Yeah, turn that game right around. Hiho was looking good. The mixes were landing, but Johnny's a healthy guy. I don't know if you know, he eats his veggies. He eats his spinach, you know what I'm saying? He's really Popeye in disguise. He's got that health. He can take those mix-ups. And Wozgozz just having good blocking in general, just decent Millia defense in general is going to work out because as Johnny, you've also got mix-ups of your own. So if you get those started and Hiho can't get theirs started, I mean, you're going to win. That's what's going to happen. So see if Hiho switches things up in game number 2.
Absolutely. What's the round start? Hiho just going to choose to run up and block, and what a good decision as Wozgozz is going to get punished pretty early on. And already 50% life gone, and we're also getting a positive bonus on Hiho's side. Watch that TK bad move. Holy cow!
Nice smash!
Yeah, Wozgozz is... Oh no! What's my name?
Triple bar slash into the S is going to catch. Wozgozz moving. One more mix up here. Delay Capel. Wozgozz is jumping right out. Gets the space and takes the 16 right under. And Hiho going to close out that round. The close one, that could have went bad real fast, but yeah, could have closed it out regardless.
Yeah. Hiho. Hiho looks like they've spotted something with Wozgozz. Oh no, not far enough away. Wozgozz able to far slash them. Now Hiho having to be on the defensive at this point, getting thrown. Here's a card set up. Is that going to come into play? There it is, although still able to block. Able to block the vault as well, but Hiho not able to block completely, and Wozgozz tying things up. One round apiece.
Yep, here we go. One more round to go. IB from... Oh no, again, he's calling out these special cancels, especially the ones that use Mirage. Gonna combo straight into Joker for a huge chunk of damage. Hiho does have burst meter. Are we gonna use it? Yes, use the burst. They want to hold any sort of mix up. Runs all the way in. For so like a tech, keeping it beat up that midfinder. Wozgozz definitely gonna hold in the burst here, I would assume. Gets a cross up. Hiho going for a very brave burst bait, but Wozgozz not biting. So now another mix up on deck here. Same side on the Capel, baiting it out in the cost of reset on the wall club. All of a sudden we're able to
How many resets was that? How many resets was that?
Well, I lost count, but what I can't keep count of is the score. Hiho bringing it up to 1-1 off of an insane comeback. Wozgozz had pretty much full health and burst, but Hiho doing just the right amount of damage and just the right amount of mix-ups to make it so Wozgozz didn't want to burst right away. At the same time, Wozgozz also afraid of a burst bait, right? Because Hiho got a cross-up and then just waited a little bit. If Wozgozz bursted, that was big damage for Hiho, and if Wozgozz didn't burst, as we just saw, Hiho just gets to run more often. And that's exactly what happened. So what looks super bleak was actually ended up being an insane comeback for Hero, playing at that breakneck speed as we can used to.
Yeah. Now we can see Hiho investing burst early on. Wozgozz able to really run their offensive game plan for pretty freely. Hiho able to jump over the Nsenga somehow, some way. And that's a big counter hit. Yeah, Wozgozz chooses the burst right there, tries to avoid getting pushed into the corner, although at this point, might have been better off hanging on to the burst just a little bit longer as Hiho now game plan in full effect, but unable to get the wall break. Okay, doesn't matter.
Yeah, trying to figure out a way to be optimal there. It was a little too high maybe for Winger to connect without them getting off. So like, recognized that and was like, I'm not really sure what to do. Another blocked raw bad moon for no reason. Wozgozz and Wozgozz wants to know her.
He's beginning to believe.
Nice, gets away from the turbo ball as well, just getting out of the corner and waiting to make it up.
Okay, I definitely got hit there. I did not recognize that Hiho had managed to swap sides right there. Holy cow.
The tap does. The Johnny, honestly, when Johnny just taps instead of TK Mistfinder, it's just like what? But hey, it works. It works when it works. Sometimes it's a mental stack, right? You're looking for, I mean, you can't really look for TK Mistfinder. It's just too fast. But at the same time, maybe you're not used to seeing Johnny's tap this animation, right? Because they never, why would they do that? They have TK Mistfinder. Oh, but there we go. Like I mentioned at the very beginning of the set, right? The mix-up there is that if the two air normals get blocked, JSJD or JJD, and Capital comes out, you get the air throw, right? But he went and baited it with Turtle Ball and finally got the counter hit we needed for a massive combo, and now in a gaming situation.
Yeah. See the super, not dead yet. Wozgozz will basically have to instantly burst. There it is. So one touch left for Wozgozz. Hiho trying to plan out their approach very carefully.
Ooh, went right under that air throw with a double turbo ball. Fortunate escape for Hiho as they now go up 2-1.
Yeah, very nicely done by Hiho. Wozgozz was able to figure something out with that first game, but Hiho now in full control, all the momentum behind them, and Wozgozz taking a moment to think. No character swap whatsoever, just gonna stick it out with Jonathan at this point. Hiho, one more game, they have it all.
Yes, indeed. One more game will improve them into our winners finals to face off against Akeno. But Wozgozz wants to be the one to do that instead, so a comeback might be due. But Hiho has just been playing so fast. I mean, despite Wozgozz having pretty solid melee defense, I mean, if you can only guess right so many times, right? If Hiho's applying mix-ups at the sheer volume that they are so far, you're gonna get hit eventually.
Absolutely. And Wozgozz trying to break open Hiho's defense, but getting broken open themselves. And yeah, the TK Bad Moon wasn't looking for it that time. And this, yeah, with the wall break damage will be enough. Hiho now working on match point.
Yes, Wozgozz needs to make something happen. Gets hit by Close Flash, forcing out the burst nice and early, but again, Hiho not afraid at all. Just once before, we'll do it again, running all the way in for a crazy situation there. But Uber, oh, that cross up! It's a hard knock.
My hands are off the controller. I just got hit. I just got hit like 4 times in a row.
My controller is through the window at this point. Like, I'm done.
Only a true master. Yeah, only a true master at that point could have brought it back, and Wozgozz, unfortunately, getting normal thrown, and Hiho a 3-1
duel 1.
But up against the demon that is Slayer, the vampire, going off of that instant master hammer to start the set, forcing the burst out as early as possible. So now, 2K 2D, it's time. Cross is supposed to flop, and not the master hammer. Crosses again. Oh, RC, you are so dead. I'm sorry to inform you. Oh wait, no. Was that the wrong spacing? Couldn't get the wall break.
choosing to reset, I think, right there, but it's very hard to tell. That could have just been a simple drop as it is. And Asta, I mean, up against Sin, you give Sin an inch, they will take the entire damn life bar.
Yeah, but no hard knockdown, giving Clone X a chance. Look out, talk about the 6P. The anti-air of all anti-airs, the flag gonna do more than enough work to give Asuka first blood, despite being in a very perilous spot. Honestly, what happened there with that combo of clones, usually what happens is you get 2 back hit pile bunkers, damn, nice block. And what happens is you deal for like one more like close class 6H map hunch to get to the wall. But they were exactly in the spacing on the screen where that wasn't possible, and neither was a cross into the wall, so those kind of stuff. What a punish!
The wrong way! Gonna get super Mappa hunched with the universe!
Clone baited the DP there, but went in a little too early with the damage step, so missed a massive punish. And now on the back foot, but 2H will get you right out of that position. Same time method working. Missed inputted DP because the cross at both sides, and now both players had a burst. But the one to make advantage of that is Asuka with the time barrel, clean hit, not even needed, gets the kill. What a first game.
Asta's angry they didn't get a warm-up match at least. They are ready to play though. This cloned, just that, I still do not understand what happened in that first round. It looked like they had it all in the bag. I know that you just explained it to me, but man, it's very hard to process. Asta though, calm, cool, collected, taking that first game, like I said.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, cloned, I'm not counting them out at all. Just get 2D round start with punishing the 5D. That is an interaction. Oh! Tried to call out a side swap problem with the throw, which is a very valid choice, but not when players. Oh no! That was players coming down with the force of 1,000 suns with that massive hammer. Absolutely obliterating your L bar. Now off on the super back foot here. DK2D was punishing an Elphelt once again, having just the right base to avoid these.
You can see here now, Clone might be starting to figure something out in this matchup. A good punish!
Yeah, the Elphelt is not connecting at all. The spacing is just too good. Another attack to DP. Gets missed input because of the cross, but now this time we're gonna get the wall. Got the right spacing. You are. What? The game's over.
Yeah.
The game is. Did you know the game is over? Did you know?
Yeah, that was super quick as hell. 22nd round as it was, and we are all tied up 1 game apiece.
Yeah, like I was saying, what really has been the noticeable factor of that game, right? The spacing from Clone. Getting around these Elphelt every single time, like I want to say maybe 1 connected and like 4 of them got whiff punished. And I mean, when 4 Elphelt get whiff punished, especially with 2H of all buttons as Slayer, the game will end as quickly as it did.
Absolutely. Clone starting things off with that Master Hammer once again, although same side got blocked. Good counter hit immediately forces Clone to burst. Asta already applying pressure, gets the air throw, but Clone managing to find their way out. But how many Master Hammers are we going to see tonight? Someone please keep track.
A lot more as we get another cross at the last second there. Because Clone is like, you'll see crosses from Slayer, but you don't see the Clone cross though. You know what I'm saying? Like, Clone has just the right timing from these resets to where you're not thinking it's coming at all, despite knowing, like, Clone is a known player. This is not brand new. We know Clone does crazy crossover. Even as much as you know it's gonna happen, it just comes from the weirdest spot you're just not looking for it. But Asuka getting the offense going regardless. Asuka's gonna hit no stamina that he's needed to get some conversion back. He's willing to eat for about 1 extra point of damage. Love to see that.
And ride the lightning, going to get a wall break and another positive bonus as well. Clone has got to eat this incoming. Go. Yeah,
Nice
no
DP. That was good. Hold on, I'm out of breath.
Yeah, I know, and we still got at least 2 more games to go at this point. Clone getting clipped pretty early on. Asta is taking full control over here. Odin's Eye Gaming, yo, thank you so much for the raid. As Clone, oh, the side swap and the tap dust. Yep, Map-a-Hunch all the way through.
Oh, was a little too much slowdown on that counter. It went right past player with the 6G. Weird interaction there of DP and neutral into the Elphelt. Didn't use the stamina, was not going to confirm that. There we go, got the hook stop. But not enough damage to get a kill, so have to reset one more time. Good awareness, it's only going to hit that with no stamina. Air to air, and Clone moves that interaction into an it's late once again. The overhead clutching out right when you need it to. It is safe on block, so at low health, you can just try to chuck it. Same frame as the low version too. So Clone now up 2-1.
Yeah, Clone doing a very good job taking advantage of early momentum and not letting Asta have an opportunity to try and turn it on its head. And even when Asta does have those occasional opportunities to enforce their own offensive game plan, Clone does recognize when they can try and escape from the corner, when they can try and burst out safely, or when they can just try and throw out a button. Matches are incredibly close as things are. Interesting burst immediately out of Clone. And Master's Hammer does hit pretty high, and Asta does elect to use their burst as well.
Yeah, all coming all the way across the screen. Did a double one to get that hit. But now out of stamina, no more conversion abilities for you. Crossing that's going to work. Another one. Counter it as well. You are... I think... Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next round, please. Thank you very much, Slayer. Cloned. Looking at close out the tunes.
All right, Clone now working on match point. There's that rare defensive option that you see from Slayer, wall and block or wall in the backdash.
Hook stomp blocked again. Both overheads blocked, but the 6K gonna catch instead. Having Clone standing up. Connor hit Hand of Doom, though. We'll turn these around very quickly. Keeping a turnaround the cross block. So also gets another hit here. Gets the hook stomp again. 6K blocked for the... Wow, 5K would punish off the FD. So now Clone with the offensive here has the meter to work with as well. Counter crosses to throw him to the ground, but Asta throwing, not trying to get any more crosses to go up. Really risky play, but finally works out. Asta showing signs of life now.
Yeah, Asta, though, needs to win one more round to force it to a game 5. Cloned, though, does have the burst economy advantage. Asta will have to make a decision on when they want to invest this burst starting now. Clone, nice job, gets the air hit and the Map-a-Hunch to force Asta into the corner. Clone choosing to burst. RC to block the burst. Asta with the Alt F4 combo, and Clone will move on. Right. Yeah, I do remember, I have seen Lucien pull out the Sen before. Or at least I seem to recall some Happy Chaos player with a Pocket Sen before.
Yeah, no, Lucien has a Sen. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah, so it's going to be interesting to see. Maybe Lucien does not feel that the Happy Chaos matchup is favorable going into Johnny. We can already see... We can already see Lucien, it's working out wonderfully from them. It's not too many combo conversions for Lucien, but Wozgozz already bleeding pretty heavily. Not even burst, not even being used by Wozgozz yet, but card super for the wall break. Lucien already taking a big chunk of damage. That's actually the first really big combo we have seen so far in this game. And finally, Wozgozz cracks open Lucien, not dead yet though.
Wozgozz bonus gonna put Wozgozz in a good spot, but he got hit by counter it. D-Trump, but no, missed the time. I think somehow missed the conversion there. But Ride the Lightning will be enough to kill. But oh no! Wozgozz was able to RC just in time. The spacing wasn't quite right. So Wozgozz getting the first round.
Yeah, Wozgozz, good wherewithal to PRC back, forcing Lucien to PRC with him. And Wozgozz stuck out that leggy in order to make sure that Lucien died right there. Wozgozz taking the early lead here. What's my name? Super coming out. Lucien down to about their last 20% health, and Guts now going to start kicking in. But the Insanga in the air, Lucien forced to burst in the Mistfinder to close it out. Wozgozz taking the early lead.
Misto! Final! Johnny is a spectacle that must be appreciated. Wozgozz taking game number 1. Honestly, Lucien had the lead at first, right? But Wozgozz was kind of just chilling, jumping out, trying to get into some space, looking for opportunity to get a good hard knockdown. He's playing it very slow. I mean, that's the thing with Sin, right? His offense is like, it's not the craziest. It can be if you're definitely not reacting to hook stomp. It can get real hectic. But I mean, if Lucien isn't hitting those, and again, if you're using that move, you have to spend stamina in some way, shape, or form to get a conversion, or at least stay safe on block. So if you have the defense there to just avoid that and just get around everything else, eventually you'll find your opportunity. And 1 or 2 DP baits, you got the game. So Wozgozz up 1-0, and now Lucien trying to get things started with a nice K hit, full conversion as well. Oh no, and gonna be more OP. Hosam gonna connect this time. And now Resting again. Not taking the wall break, just keeping the corner pressure going, trying to snowball over and over and over again. And again, it's gonna jump out. Wozgozz gonna avoid air throw just barely, but just bursts to the corner and eats the hook stop instead. That's a full combo. I think it's enough to kill the Kina. Oh, they didn't quite get it though.
That's actually really beneficial for Lucien, because that way now you got the positive bonus and start getting your next burst back. Eventually, though, you do have to try and eliminate Wozgozz, and there you go. Lucien does do it, but gets a little bit of burst back after having to invest it pretty late on in the round. Wozgozz, though, starting off this round pretty well, but does get DP'd at this point. Lucien, though, yeah, just going to take the wall break bonus at this point. And Lucien playing much more aggressively this time. The sweet spot with the Tyrant Barrel, also breaking another wall, and Lucien just gonna ride the lightning through whatever Wozgozz was trying to do. And my lord, what a quick answer by Lucien.
Yeah, absolutely. The adaptations instant there, got just the right hits. I mean, Wozgozz was not able to, honestly, it was a tail reversal over and over again. Every time Wozgozz went for some sort of extension, some sort of reset, Lucien was all over it, and Sin has some of the best match, I mean, along with Happy Chaos too, so I mean, Lucien's getting no shorts of that, but some of the best match conversions in the game, right? If Sin gets a 2P or a 2K on you, even if Sin's back is to the wall, you might get wall broken, because Sin gets into DP, spends the stamina for the follow-up, and then dashes right under you, and all of a sudden you got side swap. So that happened right there in that set, and all of a sudden, I mean, look, when Lucien's got positive bonus, here's Sin, so now you get a little more access to more mix-ups and extensions, and if you're not patient with Wozgozz, you're not blocking those hook stumps when need be, you're not blocking, period, you will die.
Good challenge on the overhead by Wozgozz, although Lucien does burn burst and puts Wozgozz immediately into the corner. A little bit slower of a round start this time, although Wozgozz finally able to get a connection, and the Joker trick for the wall break at this point. They're gonna start working on their next burst as well as their next super. And there's another Joker trick for you. How about that?
Yeah, another hard knockdown with it as well, but okay, mental stacking a bit. Made Lucien a little afraid of the car and just ran in for the throw. Wozgozz up around now, doesn't have any burst. I really hope that Dust was a missed input, but I'm gonna ignore it. Lucien gets a full combo in the wall breaking instead, and now has the offense, no stamina to convert, so has to stop the train there. RC gonna make use of that
instead. They'll hold meter sent for that hard knockdown. Also, one more chance at life.
Yeah, beat driver to try and keep pressuring. And Lucien, does this connect? PRC. Lucien, though, the wherewithal to RTL backwards. And Wozgozz gets just max ranged with punish as it is. They're all tied up in round count. Wozgozz already investing burst pretty early. Might have wanted to keep that one in the back pocket though, as you are bleeding pretty heavily and also under heavy pressure.
Yeah, Lucien had the read on that air dash out, but it was a little too late. The Wozgozz has to do anything now. Lucien's spending all of that cash to keep the pressure going. Wozgozz finally gets a throw. Wozgozz sitting still. 5K off the IBFD to get to space. Kind of triple IBFD. Really good stuff. Again, just creating the space and not getting use of that stuff. Joshing in, trying to catch the back dash down. Both players in and out. But again, Johnny can't dash block. So Lucien just sticking out the legs. You know, for 2K. Caught it and punished for a full combo. Radland going to seal out that game. Lucien up 2-1.
Very nicely done by Lucien. Like, it was a little bit of a scramble there as we reached the end of that round, but Lucien able to, even with like only a single bar of stamina that they were trying to manage, able to find an opening in order to really seal things up. Now, Lucien, will we see them move on in this bracket, or will Wozgozz manage to bring us to our first Game 5 tonight, if I am not mistaken?
Yeah, it definitely will be, at least through top 8 for sure. Yeah, honestly, this top 8 has been all 3-1s through the bat. Not very common for Paragon top 8s from what I've watched. Usually a ton of 3-2s. But hey, the competition's stiff, but adaptations are all over the place here. One player seems to always go down super early, another player can't come back. But hey, Faust has changed the face right here, right now with that wall break, positive, no hard knockdown, but a ton of meter to work with, full burst as well. Counter exposed by catching a little late on reaction. Yeah, that's full combo here. That's my name, not gonna kill, but one more option to go for the 50 meters to the loop as well. Lucien in the tough spot of pixel health can't hold on to meter 2, has to be, but oh, you know what? Valentine will get the job done. Just kidding! That will not punish. The RT backwards, gonna keep Wozgozz safe and actually play for this time, not letting Lucien go the other way.
Yeah, Wozgozz, very nicely done. I really want to point out that the real, like, starting, what that?
Wozgozz, oh no. Farming, I get it.
Yeah. Wozgozz, I'm not sure if the controller's malfunctioning at this point or if Wozgozz is going for a pretty hard read right now, but Lucien just full-on punishing a full charge dust, and that is what has basically brought us to this exact point right here, as there was a kind of a weird stare down going on.
Yeah, the spaghetti is on the floor right now. But Wozgozz taking it up with that combo and throughout right when I say that, you can be a full conversion that Wozgozz had to first to avoid, and that's because it's on the air-to-air. You don't really see Mistliner like top a card all the way up there like that. It's not a combo. So interesting to see. The Lucien super jumping out, gets the spacing, but now Wozgozz is the same exact thing for back to neutral. Lucien spends first, has lower health than Wozgozz here, so getting hit like that is not gonna be good for you. Avoids the throw. That, I don't know what side that hit.
Max range with punish. We still have a bar of stamina to go. Lucien can make this comeback happen. But Wozgozz, no meter to work with, gets air thrown at this point. Good mash out, escapes the corner, and just goes for the run up throw. My God.
Yeah, the mental stack on the way down, layer number 5 here, because Lucien was just holding on to the meter, because Wozgozz, whenever Lucien had resources especially, was just kind of chilling, waiting for reversals, right? So Lucien knowing this was like, all right, this time I'm going to chill, and Wozgozz is going to like not do anything, and I'm going to win because Wozgozz is too patient. And Wozgozz said, nah, I'm just going to throw you. I'm 2 steps ahead. So now we have one of our first 2-2s our first 2-2 of top 8 and one of the few 2-2s of this entire ladder this tonight. So a neck and neck set for sure. Wozgozz trying to move on, trying to stay survive. Don't want to go 0-2 in the top 8, but Lucien has a ways to go. They want to come out. Both players got a ways to go, but only one can move on. Who wants it more?
Yeah, and Lucien sticking it out with Sen. I think this is a very good call by him, or by them rather. They have been absolutely on point with the Sen. Even that last game that they just barely lost because of the mental stack overload easily could have gone in Lucien's favor, and we can see it right now as Wozgozz bleeding heavily at this point, finally starting to fight back. Lucien, RTL, does he catch anything? No, PRC, okay, RTL's down, but still not safe.
Yeah, the move has a ton of recovery no matter what, and Wozgozz, what? Like, I can't, because here's the thing, that cannot be misinput because Wozgozz is holding. There's no other button you're holding off the duck button. Wozgozz is crazy! Ball RC gonna catch the 60 hurt box. Full conversion this time, double over, gonna connect, that's gonna kill Swalbridge.
What a
Didn't get it though, oh, OCG! I didn't know that worked. Wozgozz,
what a hero burst.
Awesome's hero of hero burst, a gold burst at that. Gonna work out beautifully for a 2-bit GD solution. Completely turn things around if Wozgozz is not careful. What can he convert it? What's his basic stamina, I believe. They didn't want to spend 2 bars off the bat.
Yeah, absolutely.
And this is exactly why.
Yeah. Tyrant Barrel going to immediately send Wozgozz into the next screen. Wozgozz finally gets what he's been looking for this whole time. Who wins? Who wins? What? It's the RTL. That's who wins. My God, I've never seen that before. And yeah, just the that wasn't an overhead. That was just a mid at that point. My God. Okay, final game, final round. This is just absolutely insanity at this point.
Ooh, got it just before the burst came up, and no cleaners and no wall break. A gold burst again from Wozgozz. This is how it starts. Good conversion gets the card pop as well. One more mix up, gets him. Oh no, gets him this
Joker trick.
Joker trick not gonna break the wall, but a hard knockdown situation just as good regardless. Air throw. No, oh, missed input. It got JD. 6K counter hit. Gotta convert to tire barrel. So now Lucien somehow has the upper hand here. Wozgozz with 50 burst. Are we gonna use it? 50 burst inside of Lucien. Post stop is blocked. RC 6K gonna connect at the last second, catching a counter hit. And in one of the most insane sets of the night, Lucien is the victor. 3-2, eliminating Wozgozz from the bracket. For real.
Underway. Hiho versus Akeno. No surprises with the characters either of these players have chosen. Millia versus Ramlethal. Akeno already. Hiho backs into the corner, manages to just barely escape, but still gets hit.
What? That was like back to back to back, like not only matchup knowledge but decision making. Having the 6B, as I was saying, was not great. Has been back to back amazing for Akeno here. Use it to get around the close slash into 6-8 shenanigans that Hiho does a lot, and then use it again to catch the capo right before Hiho can do anything. So the timing has been great so far. Boss slash to punish the landing, didn't quite get it as intended, but hey, now you're in the corner as Hiho. You gotta find some way out. Try to get that SS confirmed, but didn't get it, and you are going to eat dirt for that. A ton of damage on the board now.
Yeah, absolutely. Hiho, again, Brittle Bones in full effect, and just barely not dead. Akeno, though, doesn't really need a whole lot in order to seal it here. Here, Hiho, it just even in danger of chip out. That is it. Akeno taking the early advantage, 1-0.
Yeah, a quick first game here. Hiho, like, no room to breathe at all. The bird was absolutely locked in the cage. Nowhere for you to fly. And when you did, when Hiho did get in the air, Akeno was just moving around on the ground, not even trying to challenge air too much. He's moving in a spot so that when Hio did come to the ground, not only was Akeno safe from some sort of jump in, but could also just force out a far slash or a 5H that Hio had to hold before he could do anything else, and then just push to the corner and then start ram offense, and now everything Hio does is not matter.
Absolutely. You can see a little bit of slower pace this time for both sides, although Hio finally the one to really start things off, kick things into high gear, as Akeno leading exceptionally heavily. Barely even been 18 seconds at this point. This is a 18-second round.
Millia round, by the way.
Yeah.
Not the highest damage character, but great mix of back-to-back. Starting to use more of that delay JK and JD to catch fuzzy timing from Akeno and punishing them for full combos, which has been super good. Because when you have when you're fighting a character like Millia and you have your fuzzy timings down, you're gonna stick to them for most of the set. So if Hio can score Akeno, switch that up, yeah, what if it could not Hio not be able to breathe. Hard knockdown on the Rekka as well. More resets on deck. Sword comes down from the sky, shimmy, but no throw tech from Hio. Hio trying to jump, but
Sword and
to go. Whew.
You know
What a turnaround.
Yeah, one good perfect deserves another. As Akeno looking to try and take the 2-0 lead. Hio is looking to survive right now at this point. Go get the starter for Hio, putting Akeno in the corner, but still has to be exceptionally careful with their approach.
Yeah, these JKs are hitting a lot more than anything else so far, and now Kiske gonna catch them too low. Akeno not even walk in the right direction. 5K gonna break the wall, but now both characters at a bit of an even spot. Imperious Club, what's up, bro? Thank you for the raid. Hope you had a good one. As always here, but we got winners finals actions here. ParagOnline ladder pushing it done, so now the top cut is live and going. Akeno, Hio battling it out. Akeno with a massive counter hit that would have killed if Hio didn't get that burst out. Overhead block. YRC went to the base but didn't block. But that's it. Backdash to avoid the throw. That is definitely it. As you said, Akeno now up 2-0.
Akeno has made every correct decision where it has mattered. Hio needs to find an answer right now. Like, Hio has been absolutely unstoppable all throughout tonight. They were the only player who was perfect and just undefeated going into top 8, who qualified for top 8.
This is a run back, by the way. These two met in the ladder portion, and believe it or not, it was Hio who came out on top. So Akeno had the adjustments ready for this run back. As now 2-0. Hio has won against Akeno tonight, already won. Still very possible to do it again, but being behind 2-0 against Ram as Millia falls is no easy feat, especially when the Ramlethal is locking you down as well as Akeno is. Hio trying to find space to jump. Great close slash, calling out the flip kick. Akeno with not many special cancel options given that both swords were out.
Yeah, Hio's wrist was also exceptionally cranked. One hit probably would have just ended them right there. So very well done by Hio finding that opening. Akeno, on the other hand, not your round right there. You gotta brush yourself off. Go again at this point. Yeah, going for the gold burst. It connects. Oh, wow. Morobato gets bursted. Okay.
And there we go. Again, Hio trying to jump. Akeno is denying it. 2S off the low. What that really does, that doubles as an IV checker. Because you IV Rekka.
Just, but does not block the tap
up. You get hit. Tap dust working once again for Akeno. The success rate is super high on those tap dust. Hio now looking at being sent down to losers with this one more round loss. What a way to get hit by the 8 sword. Fortunately, Akemo's a little too far for any sort of conversion, but again, when Hio jumps up, Akeno sits at just the right spot to where like there's no comfortable landing. He jumps over the throw.
Akeno is gonna take this all the way to the wall. Will have tension to super, but doesn't use it.
Misinput. Oh, not misinput. I guess thought they had enough time for that 2-1-4H to work, but it did not. So now Hiho was not only a hard knockdown, but 50 meter on top of it as Millia rage. This is one of the best wins you can have with this character. Ran with the reversal, but Goldlewis reversed instead. When the reset situation, the 2P counter hit, no conversion though. But the hair card did a punish. Was actually a Mortal Bottle attempt. The Ram Classic, when you try to Mortal Bottle and get S-Sword instead. Tragic mistake from Akeno because that was the right play. Hiho did go for a button. But hey, the input's not clean enough, and now Hiho brings it back just one step, 1-2 now.
Yeah, that's just a heartbreaker right there. Although you just gotta dust yourself off, go again. Akeno has shown they can defeat Hiho. It's just you gotta clean it up at this point. This should have been over though. And that weighs heavily on a player's mind when you know that you had the win in the bag and something happened. You gotta play one more match. We can already see Akeno. Yeah, Akeno already having to use burst. Hiho holding on to it for a little bit longer. Good air-to-air counter hit. Hiho getting the offense started, using Wild Assault to push Akeno all the way into the corner. Yeah, this is where you've got to stay mentally strong. You're knocked down at this point. Get counter hit. Got counter hit. And yeah, you're not blocking standing. Oh no.
Not at all. Here we go. Akeno on the back foot. Has the set lead, but definitely not the round lead. Burst online, but early on, knows that not too much of a conversion is going to come from that hit. And it gets rewarded with that Wild Assault conversion. Hard knockdown for the 2-4H. Hiho now, after holding his ram pressure, gets thrown for the first time in a while now. One sword came back, I believe 8 sword. But missed inputs. I thought it was sword 2, I guess. It was S, because the wrong sword came out, but the
block on the top toss
back. Definitely blocking it this time. Blocking the overhead again. The block from Hiho still trying to jump out, but not getting out.
It's opened up. That burst finally used on Hiho's side, although that might cost you dearly.
We're definitely gonna cost. Because now we're going to duel number 3. Both players without burst. Whoever gets hit is going to be in a rough one, to say the least. Was that on purpose? The little JD and the 2K on the other side definitely worked out the way you wanted, because it got the hit and a not hard knockdown, but a wall break instead. 50 meter on deck as well. You get some burst back with a positive bonus. Zipping all over the screen, get a little
nice.
Fortunately with these landings, but now Akeno gets that pressure started.
Akeno is trying to climb this mountain at this point. One sword already used. It's going to be offline for quite some time. Eats the other sword, although you finally get your other sword back. Akeno choosing to deflect shield. Get a little bit more space. Okay, both swords back, but Hiho mashing out. Akeno has to guess right. The air grab! That might be it. Blocks the tap dust.
Ooh, zipping all over the place.
Ooh, is available for Hiho, but it doesn't matter.
Oh, an RC into 6H, baiting the throw there, using the capital to get a little more airtime and getting the win indeed. Baiting out that throw was exactly what you needed to close out that game. An absolute nail biter again. Akeno selling the bag a bit on these last hit scenarios, especially when you have an advantage with burst or meter. Hiho just finds a way, and just like that, Akeno was in a commanding 2-0 position. But now we're at 2-2. The momentum is fully on Hiho's side. Winning 2 in a row after being down in a tough spot is not the best on the mental for Akeno, but definitely for Hiho. I don't know if Weezer came on or not. We're going to have to see after this set if Weezer got played and gave Hiho another boost. Maybe it was a different band that had to be switched up for the goal, but Akeno aggressively taking the corner with that pop.
Akeno I mean, Iho's download is basically complete at this point. Akeno just needs to change things up a little bit now in order to adapt to Iho's adaption. Oh, what side are you blocking? Somehow guesses right. Doesn't guess right that time. And Akeno, one guess away from dying. The Artemis there. Morabon to try and reversal out, but Hiho ready for it. Hiho now on match point.
Hiho moving all over the place, finally getting out. It's funny because I was going to say their footing, but it's really just the air footing, to say the least. It's moving in the air a lot more unpredictably in ways that Akeno's not covering nearly as well. See, now just throwing out tackles at random where Akeno cannot keep up and getting overwhelmed by the sheer pace that
oh my
Hiho
god,
is moving at.
Moving different. The shit ain't nothing to him, man.
Just another day. It fakes the burst.
That's it.
What a play. You are more than dead. Got some voices. Picks up with the close slash. And Hiho with the first reverse 3-0 of tonight will be in winner's side grand. As mentioned earlier, clone. First is Lucien. Lucien back on Happy Chaos with Duelist Player. Let's see how that pans out as Clone gets right into the shenanigans with no hesitation towards counter.
I mean, against Clone, who's shown nothing but aggression against Slayer, I don't think Happy Chaos, with his reliance on system mechanics for defense, is the correct answer. And we can already see that sort of happen right now. That is a 22-second round right there for Clone. Oh my
Speed running, double Master's Hammer, going all over the place, trying to be as hard
oh no, we're
possible. Same side, counter hitting with that. We're so much.
We're speed running this round right here. We are speed running. Spaceman Spiff, no, thank you so much for completing that sponsor quest right there. Oh. Oh, we're just chilling. Okay.
Literally just chilling. Want to debate the burst as hard as possible. I'm not sure if that was the best break, because you don't have, you've got to get the right back. So now you're doing Happy Chaos with positive bonus. Do you believe if you get one more hit that much? Burst will get that job done despite being up around. Cash is out. Now all your meters gone. Still positive bonus, but one more hit from Lucien can turn it around because now you have no burst. And now you're doing Happy Chaos zoning. Just kidding. You have Map a Hunch. One hit is all you needed. And Clone believed. Got game one. That could have been real tragic, real fast. But fortunately, Slayer has really good options against zoning tools.
Who will win? The man with a gun or a 1,000-year-old vampire who has canonically never lost?
I think I'm going to put my money on the guy who's never lost. I think that's a pretty easy parlay. I do say so myself on paper. But Lucien is no slouch with those dual pistols. Can definitely turn things around. Still sticking with Happy Chaos, not switching to the Sin. Still going to rely.
I don't agree with it at all. I'm sorry, Lucien.
Here's the thing, right? As Happy Chaos, it's just a matter of, can we keep Slayer out? If yes, win, because again, Slayer doesn't have a dash block. So if Slayer's gonna deal with Happy Chaos Zoning, he's gonna do something in the middle like that. And if Lucien is ready, it's gonna be a free hit every time, right? So it's just gonna be a matter of how do we weather the storm that is Clone? Because Happy Chaos has the tools to do so. It's just not easy.
I apologize, Lucien. I mean, I was familiar with your game, but I wasn't that familiar with your game. Lucien taking that first round pretty convincingly. Clone, though, looking to answer in kind. The Master Hammer and the side swap shenanigans. There's a Mappa Hunch. There's another Mappa Hunch. Do I see three? Yes, I do! That is a 12-second round!
Oh my goodness. Oh! Somebody stop this! Crazy. Double cross with block this time. Pause like a block as well. Cross him again. Jumps over the Master Hammer. Doesn't go for a punch. He's trying to stay out of the way. And works out to get that perfect one. But it's Doom punishing the gun trap after right. Using handle Doom is not very relevant in a lot of matches. You just throw them where it is.
just at the ready to keep the opponent's frame trap pool, and with the good backdash that player has, despite being grounded, you can just get around certain attacks, and at the ready is one of them. And Cone's showing that to a T is speed running through Lucien of all players up 2-0 now. I mean, I know Lucien is a great happy chaos, but is it time for the switch?
It is 100% time for the switch. If Lucien stays on happy chaos,
Lucien disagrees. Hey, I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know.
Look, I agree with you. If Lucien can get the zoning started, yeah, this is free. The problem is, Cloned has shown that they do not care. They will literally round start, side swap, Masters Hammer you. They will literally round start, try to pile bunker. Like, they are unconditionable as things are right now.
Clone's play especially a little too high octane to keep locked down so far for Lucien. And I mean the offense. I mean Slayer definitely has less health than he did before. Thank God. I can't believe he had more. But the chaos doesn't do that much damage. I say that, but Lucien's on the track for a perfect here. Clone is the type of burst speed. I would not be surprised.
Nah, I'd save it.
There you go. Okay, found the throw at the last second there as we're running out of resources. Clone willing to hold it. Both players with full burst now. And getting started again with the Master Hammer. The Lucien ready. Gonna chill out of whip punish. 6D from Clone gonna get that hard knockdown and then off the started as well. Here we go. Cross up to it's late again. Into Massive Hammer to RPS around that spacing. Kind of spacing trap. Child Bunker RC.
Nice.
Smash in between. So now Lucien has a chance here. Misinput KD. Got air thrown accident. But thankfully Clone wasn't ready for the punish. So now Lucien gets a hard knockdown.
Yeah, it's nerf for nothing. Deus Ex Machina coming out now. Lucien getting the hard knockdown. Might be able to finally start the game plan, although Deflect Shield coming into play. And that is a big counter hit and draws out burst from Lucien. This is actually a wonderful situation for Lucien at this point. Yeah, runs up, fires all the shots that he needs to. And this might... No, this won't be dead right here. Won't be able to get the attention gain in time for the Deus Ex Machina. And Clone can still win from right here. Oh, there it is!
Clone built the meter with a double dandy step, sent the overhead from a mile out. Lucien wasn't ready. And RC can steal that. They're both on the set point now. Oh no, the same side into cross at the last second. Resetting, double reset. Good move, reset! Oh, that same side, you're dead! Oh no,
Lucien game.
What?
Lucien, that is Lucien just put down the controller. I hate to say it, but that... The evil has been defeated!
Well, knowing that, because like the conditions are set. It goes for like 3 back-to-back. We're already getting, speaking of high octane, we're straight into the finals now. Akeno ready and waiting, and now we're getting started with Clone Akeno one more time. I believe this is a run back, if I'm not mistaken. No. Wait. Did Clone fight Hiho or Akeno first?
I think he
No, this is a run back.
Oh,
No,
this is a run back. Okay. So yeah, Clone versus Akeno, which we saw earlier in the night. Akeno won this 3-1. So we shall see. Has Clone found something to adapt, or is Akeno going to continue to leave Clone in their wake? Clone taking the first round.
Yeah, Shades of Guilty Gear Experts player with the triple palm bunker at the wall. That was a ridiculous conversion. But here we go.
Back when the walls were not made of cardboard and instead made out of brick.
Oh no! Don't press there, my sir, Clone.
We can barely even talk about these rounds. Jeez, they're just going way too fast.
Way too fast.
Ah, nice interrupt on the Master Hammer.
Nice.
Good sword.
It's just
Caught the backdash as well. Double card, triple card to get the hard knockdown with the Monogato. Here we go. Don't need to stay jump because Clone does not have reversal on Slayer. Catches. Was it a bag? I'm not sure. Clone was not blocking and Clone died.
I'm not even sure what that was either. Holy moly.
Oh wow. That was a game one of all. That was a game one of all time. I'll tell you that.
It was a game one. That is a fact.
But let's see if we get more of the same in this game number 2. I would not be surprised here. The Master Hammer to start.
Yeah, there's Blood-Sucking Universe. Nice counter hit.
Oh, nice conversion as well. Super optimal. Nice. Thank you to the Kokak. This is almost there. Clean these codes up, y'all.
And that was the last one?
Oh, there we go. Beautiful. We did it.
Yeah.
So proud.
Nice job, everyone. Thank you so much. 1306 is what is the prize pool tonight. Unless you want to donate a little bit more.
Akeno missing putting another super there actually for that wall break. Oh, converting into a cross up. No conversion, going for resets again. Clone, the CEO of resets. I've never seen a player do so many. With the double overhead RC JK, you see Akeno go straight into the low off that. For the first time mixing it up and catching Clone off guard as well. Jumping over okay, so now honestly everyone's top end who's blocked Clone so far. It's kind of getting used to the match damage shenanigans, but just a dating something jump forward or just kill it with punish. But what a counter hit.
One more? Oh yeah, one more.
Yeah. Man, Slayer, I hate fighting him, but I love commentating him.
He's so cool to watch, but yeah, screw this character. I don't even play this game, and I'm like, yeah, he's kind of annoying.
He's great to watch, so I'll tell you that. But Akeno showing that they've got some style of their own. Nice conversion on the wall break. Large flash 5-8. His overhead gets blocked though. RC to keep that pressure going. Missed on the first 2D. Ran with one of the notoriously tiny 2Ds of this game. Goes a little bit nowhere. Madchu!
Oh no. That's death. That's...
You're dead! Oh wait, no!
Wait, no, has to reset!
Oh
my
God.
Alright, everyone, chill. Chill.
I'm out of my seat. I'm on the other side of my room. I'm clutched up, hands in my knees, doing like the Golden Freddy pose right now. I'm done.
Oh my God. That was insane, bro. Can we tell these two to like take a 5-minute break, please?
Please. I can't keep up.
Oh, my brain is fried from tonight as we head into game 3. Everything is just going way too fast. Oh, Blood-Sucking Universe already. Not gonna be able to use the Universe counter though. Akeno looking for screen position at this point. Deflect shield. So that way Clone can force Akeno into the corner. Roboto gets blocked!
You're dead! See you next round, buddy.
Yeah.
Clone looking fantastic in these past 2 games. Akeno again just getting overwhelmed. First by Hiho and now by Clone. These high octane characters don't seem to bode well for. Oh wow, what a conversion off the air hit Master Chamber. I've never seen it before. Wow.
Nice counter hit. Counter hitting the PRC, that is a rarity, I feel. Good tap dust. And the Morobato as well, getting the positive bonus. Alright, Akeno now on the hunt, has to burst in order to keep themselves safe. Cloned though, was going for a dandy step, gets hit out of it, and Akeno tying up the round count. We shall see. The round start, blocks the map a hunch. Akeno doesn't block well though, backdashes the grab. Clone does have to burst in order to keep safe.
And well spent, because we get a map hunch
wall break, hard knockdown. Most of Akeno's health is gone. Oh no, next mix-up is for sure killing. Just like to stay safe and just get
the universe.
hit
Another
once
one.
again. Delay tap dust. Universe counter hit. Gonna put Clone up 2-1 here. The pace is just break neck right now.
I think Akeno needs to like take a break, just a short break, because that is tough. Well,
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, I mean, I guess that was technically a short break. That was like a quick 5-second break, just like, okay, let's go. But yeah, this might be Akeno's last stand at this point. Remember, loser third place gets a small portion of our matcherino tonight. Winner will advance to fight Iho for the lion's share of the prize pool. Akeno off to a fantastic start this round, though.
Yep, here we go. Bar Splash is stuffing Ram in the face, but no conversion. A little late. Again, 2 drop combos back to back. Did not connect that 2 inspiration time. Empty throw gonna close out the round though. Okay, Akeno showing signs of life here. One with a decent round lead, but just no burst on board for Akeno. Just getting hit, that's gonna still do here. But again, okay, Akeno just playing patient, and not only that, just acting all these dandy steps on these back dashes with these aggressive run-up bar slashes. And it seems to be a great adjustment so far, because now you get a hard knockdown, full health, but not even a touch yet. Rock for the reset, sword online, what are we gonna do? Clone staying patient, not doing anything this time, just blocking it out. Okay, patient Clone, we love to see it. Blocking everything so far, swift, but no punch from Akeno. One more mix-up, goes straight for a rock reset. Only one foot work, but now 0, but got the one back just in time now.
It's getting cranked.
Oh my god, blocking forever, and gets the throw tech at the right time too. No swords on deck, nice! Wow. Clone just could not play. Akeno finally showing that signature lockdown pressure. Clone was forced to block. So many mix-ups, had some really good defense though, patient just enough, getting right on the strike throw mix-ups, but right when the time seems right to get out, not only did Akeno counter with the 6B, but got the sword back right on time for a full conversion. So we are going to game number 5. Thank you for the $5 contribution. We're now $18. That's a heck of a lot of money. Thank you guys so much. But only one player will get the lion's share of that bonus, and see who wants it more between these two right here, right now.
A lot of distance created from both players, although Akeno first to finally get any hit of any sort of magnitude. Clone already bleeding pretty heavily as things stand right now. One up throw, and a little bit more. There's Rock, and Clone not blocking whatsoever. Akeno with a perfect. Here we go. Match point for Akeno. Again, might be able to get another crack at Iho if they win.
So that's player pressure on it. Super strong. QB gonna catch the landing. PRC also pops up, and the wrist is slowly getting cranked as Akeno is not get FD anymore. He was gonna connect with Pablo, because fortunately was too far to connect. Blink. And then the round over. One more round to go. Last game, last round. Winner moves on to fight Iho, but who wants it more so far? It is Akeno with the wall break. Not too much damage on the board, but positive ones will get some of that burst back. It's super important in the last round. Clone on the defensive already. Akeno is super good at locking down Clone couple games when they get started. But a 5K 2D is exactly what Clone needs. But a throw falling out the cross-up. Gold burst from Clone. Oh no, this is how it's done. No! Never go! You're directly above Slayer! Don't do that! That close flash is evil! Despite how good Ramsing is, it is no match for close flash. It's ridiculous. Wire Map punches in, cross up again to avoid getting burst into the corner. Really good awareness. Map punch with punish. Goes for the bite. RC to stay safe, but gets punished anyway. So Akeno has one more chance. No reasons to work with. Only sword. The flex shield, but no, the problem gets punished. We got neither. What a drop!
No! Akeno had it again. I think they had just built up the meter to go for a Calvados at that last moment, but it drops and cloned
Line. Hiho on winner's side. Clone coming from losers. Player Millia. You've seen enough about these players. You know what they're gonna do. You know there's gonna be absolute bloodshed. As for some reason we are letting intros of rock. I guess they have a special interaction. It's cute. You know what I'm saying? It's a vampire retire. I'm saying it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cute or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But, here we go. Now we're locking in.
What's going to be the round start?
More. You know it's Master Timber. I lied. Goldlewis will follow it up just nicely though. As to get it. It's late, but he'll gonna jump out anyway. Clone finding the hit. Has a big resource advantage right now. Okay, the classic bait from the throw already is a layer 1, but Clone had a pure speed to cover that air throw.
What a side swap. That was
side.
Yeah, that was a crazy ass side swap. That one was same side. All right, wings coming out. Cloned, already bleeding pretty heavily. It's going to be pretty hard to steal any momentum back, especially with Lust Shaker pushing Cloned all the way back in the corner. And yeah, there's the knockdown. There's the set play right there. And Cloned trades unfavorably as Hiho able to take that first round pretty convincingly. Interesting choice by Clone for round start, going for the jump K.
Getting away from the S6 with the backdash. Here we go, same side. Power bunker, meter to cover. It's late, gonna connect. Soft knockdown, so the pressure just gets reset. Keeping it. Yep. Nice
air
play
throw
from Clone. Kept the spacing. Knew Hiho was gonna try to jump out eventually. Had no resource to play with, so not gonna overextend, and that worked out beautifully between Clone. Get to our round number 2.
That might have to be Clone's option once Millia decides to go into the air, is just try and go for the air throw. At this point though, Deflect Shield does get used, but Hiho still right on top of Clone, gets the wall break and the positive bonus. Clone has no burst to work with at the moment. It is looking like Hiho's round. Yep, there it is. And the... doesn't even need to use the overdrive as a perfect puts Hiho 2 games away from being our tournament winner tonight.
And letting me go to sleep.
True.
So true. But okay, you know what I'm saying? No bias, obviously. Wink, nudge, wink, nudge. It's okay though, I'm not gonna lie, Clone is super sick, and thankfully Clone is playing Slayer, so Clone does bring it back. It will not be a slow comeback. So honestly, I'm chilling. But here we go, JH bursting out already to Clone. I being the Mappa hunch, go for a burst bait as well. Clone being super aggressive on these reads. Working out a little bit as we somehow push Hiho back in the corner once again here. It's late, gonna connect one more time. Mappa hunch, killing back. Hiho jumps out. They're both back and forth. They kind of get back and forth, and then somehow Clone ends up pushing Hiho to the corner. But good block on the Mappa hunch. Not gonna get that for free. And now free conversion. Full one at that into a mix-up. That Clone is not blocked. Full conversion. Here we go again.
Yeah, Hiho with positive bonus now. Clone does have to make their way in. There you go. There's the air throw, and all of a sudden Hiho has to guess which side. Guesses wrong. And the Mappa hunch will seal that round up for Clone. And what a counter hit round start for Hiho. That is big grip of damage, and the Artemis about 40% taken off of Clone's life bar. Big Master's Hammer though.
Nice keep out from Hiho. Oh no.
Wrong side. Not sure if it was just a weird bit of momentum that caused that disc to go out the wrong side, but there we go. There's the wing super. Cloned, not dead yet. Guts now in full effect. YRC's the TK Bad Moon, but Hiho with the max range far slash should seal it up. At least I think that's a far slash. Am I wrong?
Yeah. For Millia, right? Yeah, that was fun.
Okay. I don't want to call anything wrong this late at night. I apologize.
Listen, it's completely understandable either way. It's been a long one. Nice double jump JH again, just patiently baiting out the aggressive options. And player doesn't have much choice other than to use, right?
You are dead. You are dead as hell. I am sorry, clone. Iho, another perfect. One more match, or one more game rather, to seal it all up. Cloned, if you want to start winning, you've got to start now. Iho, 2 rounds away from being your Paragon champion tonight.
Yeah, being a double champion at that, definitely a good night for Hiho if we make that happen. But Cloned is looking to turn the tide, has been getting decently close to taking some of these games so far. But Hiho has been playing really strong with keep out. So of all characters to play good keep out with, it's Millia, right? Somehow doing that. But having really good mashes on 5P, using the air because again, Slayer does not have much of an air game. So,
Sliding.
wow. I'm
sliding.
saying all this as Hiho is dying. Okay, so actually that was kind of smart, low-key. That made it seem like an extra bit of, like, no need to do that. But by preventing the wall stick with the RC after the Pow Bunker, you give Hiho less burst. So I see you, Clone. That was big brain. I'm with you.
Clone might be starting to mount a comeback here, but unable to block the TK Bad Moon. Artemis comes out for the wall break. No heavy knockdown, but positive bonus is what matters to Hiho right now. Has that 50% tension to work with at this point. And yeah, we're slipping and sliding once again. And the wall splat, probably not what you wanted, but still, doesn't matter. Hiho bleeding heavily. Clone might be able to put a game on the board finally, especially with a 100-meter. Super Mappa Punch comes out. Gets blocked.
Smart.
It still doesn't matter, though. Jumps over the grab.
Good jump.
It's blocked,
It
but
gets thrown.
still gets
OCG
thrown.
gonna kill? No.
This, though, will.
Hiho, tournament point. Can we close it out? Playing super safe, but runs straight into that 5P as I say that. Clone just sitting back, letting Hiho try to keep out, and timing these Mappa Hunches at just the right moment. And now the Clone Vortex has begun. Pow Bunker counter-hitting into a super Mappa Hunt. No kill, but a hard knockdown against Millia with no reversal on deck. It could be more than a challenge to get away from, and the bite to seal the deal. Perfect round from Clone is at the beginning of a reverse 3-0 into a bracket reset. Could that be our type of night tonight?
It would be one wild night tonight, as it is. For those of you who are watching on YouTube right now, it is like 15 minutes till the next hour. And we have been going on in real time for close to 5 hours at this point. Just to give a little bit of a behind-the-scenes look.
Oh, double 6K. It's like gonna hit super plus on that. The risk is so cranked right now. To get some extra hard knockdown in. Pow Bunker RC gonna catch off that bar slash 2. Hiho got caught moving. Now the Clone Vortex begins yet again. Pow Bunker builds the meter for the RC, and you are dead.
Yeah, you are hella dead. Perfect to seal it off. Clone might be starting to get that momentum in their favor at this point. Hiho not blocking opposite side. Still not blocking opposite side as we are slipping and sliding once again. Mappa Hunches coming out. There is number 3, and there is Super Mappa Hunch. No kill just yet.
Okay, Hiho with the IDJH. Showing signs of life. Hard knockdown with the winger, but not the best of Oki situations. Clone not with the reversal, so you can just pull up on him. Yep, 2 for 2. But Gold burst is coming. Oh no! Walks the Gold versus Hiho and just gets slammed into the dirt. And what was a 2-0 victory is now a 2-2. What is going on?
Cannot believe it. At least like the match, the games that Clone has won have been exceptionally fast. But like at
This is
this
true.
point, if you're Hiho, I'm starting to feel a little bit nervous because like those first 2 games that you won, they were pretty convincing. But these last 2 games, oh boy, it has been rough.
Yeah, not only am I feeling nervous if I'm Hio, I'm feeling tired because you just played an entire other Swift bracket. So it's another set bracket style where you're playing a ton of sets and you win the whole thing in a grand finals reset, and now you're in grand finals again, and you just lost your 2-0 lead
Oh!
player. This is
Big
getting
counter hit,
more
half a
than a war
punch.
of attrition. Oh my, nice air throw. We got a little more. Not the best punish, honestly, because now Clone is just killing.
Blocking the Artemis by Clone, but Hiho still able to clip Clone right here. Bad Moon all the way down to the ground. Deflect shield being used to great effect. There is a air grab by Clone, but still gets hit.
Ooh, steps and voices for the conversion. Hiho once again on tournament points. Clone has shown to bring these back more than once so far. So would not be surprised to see more of the same as that Player's Vortex begins with this pressure, but good jump out and a punish on Madchu's hammer for the hard knockdown. Guapo extends, cross up, gets blocked into the low. Artemis double hard hit. Not only connects it to a full conversion into a hard knock one more time. K gonna connect into a throw. Theo bringing out all the last minute once the set mix up. Capital get back in.
Being used. Clone will not have burst for the rest of this round.
Oh, you're dead.
There it is. Unbelievable. Cloned very close to bringing us to a final round. But your Paragon Online Guilty Gear Strive bracket number 34, this April 30th champion, Hiho. Congratulations.